Ooh! What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy
And I'm Clarus.
Yeah. Messed that up. Can you...
That's not me. My phone's all the way down. Yeah,
Great
there
start.
it is. There it is.
This is the Nerdy.
The Wordy.
The book club.
You did too much One Piece yesterday without me.
Did I ever?
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow, this shirt, I don't like the way this shirt sits. I need to, like, get some chest
Slut
hair.
it up. Yeah, let it out.
Yeah, welcome to the worst opening we've ever done for the podcast. Holy crap.
No, there's probably worse.
There's gotta be worse.
Yeah. I'm certain we've done worse.
How is everybody doing? Thank you for joining us for Eye of the Bedlam Bride.
Hell
It's
yeah.
chapters 52 through the end of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Today
You
is
post
gonna
the
be the
schedule?
day. I did post the schedule in the
Schedule's
Discord.
up. Let's go. Check it out.
It's our last book club for a month. Sorry about that.
Yeah, which means it's also my birthday book club.
Yeah, happy birthday, Clarice.
Thanks. It doesn't feel like my birthday at all because we're not really doing anything because we're too busy.
We are doing something at the end of September.
Yeah, we're doing something a month after.
Do you want a present next week, or do you want me to wait for the party? I know you like opening in front of, like, large groups of people.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Does it matter? If I don't have something on your birthday, but I have your thing on, like, on the celebration...
Doesn't matter.
I know, I'm asking what you want. I want to make you happy.
I don't know. There's too many other things that I'm
Alright.
worried about. But yeah, it's almost my birthday. Yay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Getting older.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we are back with Book Club on the 18th of September. We're going to be doing a full book recap of 4, 5, and 6 of Dungeon Crawler Carl. So the questions tab will be open. We are happy to field any questions you may have about us, the books, probably mostly about the books.
Yeah.
That will the questions tab in the Discord will open soon.
We'll probably do it like this weekend at least, or today, because if we don't do it right away, I will forget. You know what I mean? So yeah, that'll open and we'll close it up as soon as we're back from Germany.
Yes. The reason why we are going to be off, there's a couple super chats. Judah Isaac is leaving, so I'm going to say hi. Judah Isaac, thank you for that super chat. Popping in to say hi, but I got a dip because I'm only on Butcher's Masquerade. Hope y'all have fun.
It's all good. We'll see you in the future when you rewatch this.
You have 3 weeks to catch up.
Yeah, that's true.
You have 3 weeks to catch up.
You're good.
Get on it. Get on it. Go out there and kill.
Great. Love it.
So why are we off? So we are off because next weekend we are in the Dirty Couve.
Vancouver,
Yeah.
for those of you that don't speak Canadian.
The Dirty Couve. We're going to be over there for a wedding.
Yeah.
And then the following Friday, we are going to be in a remote German town that does not have electricity or running water.
Yeah.
We're going to be shitting in an outhouse. So.
It's, barely even an outhouse because you got to, like, throw wood chips down, you know? It's great. I went last year. It's totally fine.
I don't know what you mean by throw wood chips down.
Well, to, like cover it. So it doesn't, like, smell as bad and it absorbs the moisture and...
Guys, I was a Boy Scout for like 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I never did? Was throw wood chips down.
That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
All right.
This is a village that we rent from other people who sometimes live there.
And then the following Friday, we will also be in a remote German town.
Yes.
So, no book club for those weeks. So we return on the 18th with a full book recap of Dungeon Crawler Carl's books 4, 5, and 6. What was book 4 called? The Tower of the Feral Gods, the Gate of the Feral Gods, followed by the Butcher's Masquerade, and finally the Eye of the Bedlam Bride.
Hell yeah. And then we're going to do the next Expanse book, which I know Blue is very excited about.
Nemesis Games.
Yes.
We aren't going to have a ton of time to do audiobook reactions for Nemesis Games.
Yeah.
So if you want to get those audiobook reaction commissions in for that Expanse book, get them in quickly.
Did we say we only wanted to do like the second half of the book?
Yeah, we're gonna be So if there's desperately something in the first half of the book that you're like, this must be reacted to, let us know as soon as possible.
Yeah, let us know. If it's the prologue, that's fine. If it's like the first thing we do, that's okay. But just because of like how busy we're gonna be, Trying to do audiobook reactions in the first half of that book is going to be really tough because we're going to be doing a lot of listening while we're away on that.
We're also,
and as soon as we get back.
Yes, we're also filming a couple of shows at the end of September. So it's just going to be a crazy...
Cool stuff coming.
Very cool stuff coming. Very cool opportunities for us.
Yeah, and more Students of Strixhaven.
Yes, Students of Strixhaven episode 7 will be up on Monday. We're in the Shire now. Don't know if you guys saw. If you don't know why we're in the Shire, go listen and watch to Students of Strixhaven.
Yeah.
Anyway,
go watch it for my birthday.
Go watch it for Clark's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Chat.
Light Blind Full, thank you for being a member for 15 months. Happy Earth Sun, same relative position as birthday. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. I guess that is how that works.
It's like, yeah, it's pretty close.
I've never thought about that. The Earth would be somewhat in the same position as...
Yeah, because
someone's going to tell us that that's not true at all, but...
Wait, but no, that is...
I know, but some science geek in our chat is going to be like, well, technically, actually, because of the way the ellipses work,
Well, because it's been over 30 years, it is probably slightly off, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but slightly off is like 6 light years off in space, you know what I mean?
6 light years?
Yeah.
Guys, it's 6 light years off. The Earth goes on a fucking wild ride. It's crazy. Oh my god.
Well, you've got to consider that, like, in our lifetime, we're like, technically the relative distance between the Earth and the sun has probably not changed that much, but the distance of the sun rotating around the galaxy, we would be like many light years off over the course of our lifetime, right?
I don't know if galaxies rotate around anything. I think they stay put.
They definitely do.
They do?
Yeah, and they're also expanding.
Well, that I knew.
Which is the definition of
so
not
what are
staying
they
put.
Rotating around?
The center of the universe.
Pretty sure that's a movie.
The center of the universe?
Yeah.
I don't know that is a movie.
I think it's... Never mind.
Is there a movie called The Center of the Universe,
No,
chat?
it's Journey to the Center of the Earth I was thinking of, and that's very different.
Couldn't not even the same genre of film, really.
Galaxies rotate around a black hole at the center of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Great.
Yeah. Did you know that there's roaming black holes?
I did know that.
And that one could swallow the Earth and it would move so fast we wouldn't know?
Yeah, fucking hate that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. There is no center to an infinite universe. Well, now I'm confused. Is it a black hole or is there no center?
Well, technically, the concept of the universe being infinite does not mean that there isn't a center to the expanding universe. Like, the universe can both be infinite and all of the stuff in the universe can be expanding out from the place of the Big Bang, right? Like, the edges of the universe don't exist, but what is existing within the universe is expanding out from the Big Bang, making the Big Bang the center of the expanding universe. Does that make sense? Rishi! Can't believe it's already been a year. That happens every
I feel
year.
that. I feel that. Thank you for being here for 12 whole months.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
12 months is a long time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's when you can start calling a baby a year old and not referring to them in months, you know?
I don't like the months thing anyway, but...
My baby is 27 months old. And
yeah,
you're like,
that's rough.
Oh, okay. Or they're 2. I don't know. I don't know anyone who does that personally, unless it's one of you. But... yeah, I do find it very strange. Yeah. Official ACM, welcome back as well. Happy name day, Clars. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Happy name day, Clars.
Yeah, my actual birthday is on the 26th. We're probably just gonna try and take some time off and maybe go to the spa. Because right now we're making so many costumes. Nerdy is cosplaying. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Y'all better be ready for me to shave all my hair off again.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
You guys know what I'm cosplaying. That's not a secret.
No, you have 2 cosplays.
Yeah, but the other one we actually can't talk about till next year.
No, it'll probably be posted way before then.
I think we talked maybe December.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. But the one that you guys are gonna see is Armstrong. I finally have the cosplay of Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist that I owe for charity. I
Yeah.
am going to be shaving all my hair off, except for this little sprig right here.
Yeah, one little curl.
And then I'm going to be shaving to the mustache. That's why it's so long right now, is so that I can do the full Armstrong.
The guys, the full Armstrong.
Yeah.
Before we get into the book, I'm also just gonna do a little quick shout out for my show, Two Girls, One Goth.
What?
With my friends Taylor and Holly. We're really close to monetization on that channel. Like real close.
Yeah.
We just need some more watch hours. So if you haven't checked out Two Girls, One Goth, it's the three of us yapping on podcasts or like making vlogs, having a good time, doing things together. It's very just like us having fun and opinions. So yeah, if you want to check that out, it would mean the world to me. I'd love to get that channel monetized.
Go watch the AI episode, because YouTube is suppressing it.
Yeah, we put out a We Don't Like AI episode, and it is like performing the worst by far out of like any of our videos, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's because YouTube doesn't want people to see it, I guess. But if that's also not your thing, you can just let it run in the background for the watch hours.
Oh, I'll drop a link. Clarice,
Ooh.
what do you think of The Eye of the Bedlam Day now that we've read the full book?
Hell yeah. This book, I definitely, like, you know, when we were in the first third of it, we were like, book 5, definitely the favorite, you know? And I do still think that it is my favorite, but this book came much closer than I thought it would, because book 5 was so good. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Book 5 is still my favorite book.
Yeah, but like this one, I was like, oh, this is still gonna be pretty good, but I don't know, it won't hit the hype of book 5, and I was like, it came pretty damn close.
I think this
pretty
book,
damn close when everybody came together.
not to spoil High Low, but I think this book has my favorite moment in the series.
Right. Right.
Like, and it's in the epilogue, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the reveal of I'm sorry to skip to the end, but the reveal that all of the crawlers that survived and made it out are going back in.
Yeah.
Because it's like, fuck, I might cry just talking about it. The idea of we have to show up for them, and that we have to end this.
We've all been through what they're going through, and it needs to stop.
Yeah, it's just it's the, I don't know, man. It's one of the most beautiful moments in the series, and it's gonna suck because a lot of them are gonna die, and it's gonna be a bloodbath. And yet, all of these people, their final act of life is going to be this beautiful camaraderie and community of, you know, overcoming the throes of oppression.
What would they name the ship? The Homecoming Queen?
Yeah, and I just.
Whew, fucking goosebumps.
I was so moved by it.
Yeah.
And the strength that would take. And the trauma that they've all experienced. And, you know, I think that I wouldn't be surprised if the next book starts with them landing and, or popping into the, whatever, teleporting into the dungeon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And a few of them just falling apart, right? Like, that I can't imagine the experience, even though you've built up the idea that you're going to do this, the experience of showing back up in the dungeon and it happening to you again. And, you know, I think it's why the second Hunger Games book and movie are both the best one. Because there's just something so visceral for Katniss about, you know, the first book, it's almost fun getting to the Hunger Games. Not really, because it's a horror show, and I get that it's a horror show, but there is an element of
showmanship,
titillation to it.
Yeah.
Right? There's an element of, ooh, what's gonna happen? The second time, it's just a fucking nightmare, right? Like, there's no enjoying any of it in the second book, and it's so much more real. And there's this way in which this group of 50,000 traumatized, oppressed people are in tiny fucking it reminded me of the scene in The Expanse when Miller and the belters are in the little drop container
Yeah.
talking about what it means to be a belter.
Yeah.
And it's that same feeling, right? Of like, we have to do this together.
Yeah.
Arzu, thank you for that super chat.
Thank you, Arzu.
I always say this about this book. The card game is a cheap plastic cup, but the wine being served in is as expensive as it gets. That's a nice metaphor.
Yeah.
It does also result in some of the best surprises of the book. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
It's it's your red solo cup, right?
Yeah.
It's your Yu-Gi-Oh, your Magic, like whatever it is that's like kind of like a knockoff version of that.
Yeah.
That just gives you the most incredible experience for your mouth.
But yeah, no, everything about the epilogue was cool. Like, the entirety of the epilogue was cool. All the stuff about Agatha was so fascinating.
I know, we got to that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's going to be, like, the hype. And then it, like, ramped it up a notch, and I was like, yo.
I don't know. I was very emotional after we did the reaction, and I got it up, and then I was sitting there thinking about it as I was processing the reaction. And I got very emotional lying in my beanbag chair, as I'm known to do late at night with a whiskey. And I don't know, there's something about having to show up with each other. And, I think about so many people who are just living in really difficult situations and how they always find community.
Yeah.
And there's always community for the oppressed. And oppression's an awful thing, but I think it's a beautiful thing about humanity that...
how we cope with it.
Yeah, we always find each other in it.
Yeah.
And, I think we live in a world where things are going to get harder and worse for a while. And I think that there's going to be a lot of struggles, mostly stemming from, the way in which climate change is going to make things like food scarcity more common. And I think we're going to have to start banding together and, working together in ways that we are uncomfortable with right now. And... I don't want books to give me an inflated idea that we are going to be able to do that, but the fact that these are the stories that we look up to tells me that a lot of people are going to do the work, Yeah. Not everyone, there's shitty people in the world, but...
there are Quan CHs,
Yeah, there are. But I don't know. I just... This series doesn't have a lot of hope in it, and there's not a lot of reason to hope. I don't think the next, 4 books, the 4 books that we have left... are going to give me a lot of great cheery moments, but moments like this are what are hopeful, right? These are the moments that inspire real people to community.
Yeah.
And that's what the books have to do. I don't need the characters in the book to have hope. I need the book to make me feel like I can have hope.
Right.
And I think that that's what that moment is for me, right? It's why The Martian, Ridley Scott's movie of the Andy Weir book, is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Is because it just, every time I watch it, I sit there and revel in the idea of humanity working together like that. That all of these people would spend all of this money to save one man, and that is worth it.
Yeah.
And I just, the idea of it, probably not realistic, right? But it is beautiful. And it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. Code Monkey also says the reveal of the former crawlers comes right after the epilogue, tells you that the warlords are getting 150,000 mercenaries, which, the way that all of those reveals are set up and the dominoes tip over is brilliant, because it's a roller coaster that ends on a high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not like, oh shit, what are they gonna do? Which I think is fine. A lot of stories that have a next book or a next part end on the, like, shit's gonna be harder, like, what, oh no, what are our heroes gonna do? But instead, Matt Dinniman chose to end this on, no, people are showing the fuck up. And that just feels good.
Well, and are showing the fuck up, and also, the people who are showing up for the crawlers know what to do. And how to do it, right? And I'm not saying that the mercenaries aren't mercenaries. They're still mercenaries, but the people who have been fighting for a long time with the understanding that it's safe and that they can take risks are less equipped for the fight than the person who the fight has been lethal for the whole time, right? You really have to consider the people who are the mercenaries and the leaders of the factions who have been doing this fight for hundreds of years, they're probably very good at fighting, but the way that they've been fighting has not considered their own lives. And now they have to go up against 50,000 people who are the last 50,000 out of who knows how many trillions, who are just the fucking best at staying alive in an insane situation, right? Like, all of the characters left in the crawl except Louis are insane survivors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then there's Louis, who I adore and I think is an incredible character, and I think is very lucky he made the friends that he made. But everyone else is
a cool balloon.
Yes, he did at one point make a cool balloon
out of a
and
house.
then made it his whole personality.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I love Louis. Official Sam, there's no poor Louis. I just don't think that Louis has the survival skills necessary for this. He just made the best friends.
He killed someone.
Yeah, and it's an incredible moment. We're going to get to it. Louis has one of my favorite moments in this book, and this book made me love Louis. I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
I still don't think that his survival skills are on par with everybody else's. I think he made really good friends, and everybody loves Louis, and so Louis is alive. He really is the Jason Mendoza of this series.
Louis.
I would honestly love a complete rewrite of the series from Louis' POV, where he just keeps being like, I don't know how I'm still alive. People just keep saving his ass, and he's like, yeah, I mean, this is crazy. This keeps working.
I don't know how this sex doll head is in love with me. You know, like, well, I don't know what I did.
I don't know why this sex doll god is in love with me, but I am marrying that changeling.
Yeah.
That I have asked to dress up as different women in my life.
Yeah, he's just a big old nerd that loves cosplayers, you know? And I approve.
He just has a Mystique kink, like, you know, every boy who watched the X-Men movies when he was like 7 or 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And probably most women. Let's be real.
Yeah, there's
Rebecca Romaine's something else in that movie.
Something going on there.
She's something.
The one thing that I will say, I'm very curious how these books are going to handle the change in scale. Because
by getting longer.
Well, yes.
They've already done that.
But like right now, any group of people that we see working together, I feel like the Butcher's Masquerade was kind of the biggest one. That was a precursor to this. But even that was not 50,000 people working together. You know what I mean? Like, is this going to become like a war video game where you send like groups of troops to like? I'm really curious.
I think that Carl's gonna have very specific missions.
Yeah. And
we're going to get a lot of text of Amani popping in being like, holy crap, you guys, this mercenary army in 0.7325 just wiped out this. And then Ellie's going to come in and be like, oh my God, I can't believe that what I'm seeing over here in...
Wait, I'm sorry, why is Ellie that, what? I don't know her name.
Oh my God.
She's
I love hot dogs.
Yeah. What's her name? I can't remember.
I always just think of her as Paulette.
Yeah, I know. No, same. But I was watching, was it Cinderella Story? Is she the evil stepmom in that?
I've never seen Cinderella Story.
Oh, you've never seen it? Oh, it was on while I was at the dentist.
What a wild. Okay, yeah.
In like the main sitting room. Yeah.
That's
and I was
hilarious.
like, oh, right. And she's like, I can't move my face. They put too much Botox in. Anyway, I just love that name? Ellie is who you went to for that.
That's what she kind of sounds like. That's what Jeff Hayes kind of sounds like doing to Ellie to me. A little bit.
Kind of. A hint. A little hint of it.
She's also in American Pie, but I've never seen the American Pie movies. She's Stifler's mom in the American Pie movies.
Oh, I ain't seen any of those. Are those reaction movies?
I don't think we can.
Yeah, they don't seem like appropriate to...
Right? Like, aren't they all just like nude jokes?
Yeah,
I've never seen them, so I don't actually know if they're good.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Anyways.
The only one of those movies I've seen is Eurotrip.
That's one of those movies?
I mean, kind of, like, in that vein of, like, virgin
Frat
white boy needs to get laid, and so they go on an adventure to get someone. Jennifer Coolidge, thank you, that's her name.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
She's also very funny in Two Broke Girls, which is a fine sitcom, but she's very good in it.
American Pie is about a virgin getting laid?
Isn't it?
I thought it was just about, like,
I thought it was
college
about, like,
frat boys.
No.
Doing dumb shit.
I think, isn't American Pie, he's 18, and he's trying to lose his virginity before he goes to college?
Oh, maybe.
This is the problem with us talking about a movie that we just haven't seen, is I think that's the plot of it.
Yeah.
American Pie.
Oh, it's not from 99. Wow.
99. Come of age groups of high school classmates who make a pact to lose their virginity.
Oh.
Before college, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right. Good time.
I fucking nailed that.
Chris Pilkington, welcome back to the Nerds Radiant for 15 months. Hell yeah, thank you.
That's one that the reels from that would probably do really well on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we're making money on Facebook now, which has been nice.
Like $100.
No, we made like $280 last month.
Wow!
Yeah, we've made like almost $700 on Facebook in the last 6 months.
Hell yeah. I don't know why. Facebook likes our reaction reels.
Well, but Facebook, the thing is, Facebook is the only place where our shorts make money now that YouTube's changed the rules. So, in February, our shorts on YouTube won't make any more money because we don't get 10 million views.
Isn't it like 30?
No, you need 10 million views every 90 days.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Damn it.
What?
Our Doomsday trailer was just copyrighted.
Sad. I mean, I'm not surprised, but still.
We've probably already made all the money off of it that we would ever have made off of it.
Yeah.
Damn. They keep doing this once you hit a certain threshold of views now. It's becoming really hard to be a YouTuber, y'all.
Yeah, they're not making it easy. Chris, no, we did not listen after the epilogue, unless you did.
Oh, we didn't do the end credits this time.
Yeah,
we should do that. We'll record it at some point.
Sorry.
We'll get that up before we leave for Germany.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, too many brain things. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing me work on cosplay stuff during those.
Yes, we've been
monotonously like.
If you don't watch the audiobook reactions, you have missed us organizing our entire magic collection.
Yeah.
We've painted. We've built half of Minas Tirith.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of cosplay lately.
Yeah.
It's been very practical time for us. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that.
She's in White Lotus. I've never seen an episode of White Lotus.
Oh no, me neither.
Yeah.
But I've heard it's great.
Yeah, it's like that's a show where the twins have sexual tension and they might, like, they're identical twins, they might fuck each other, right?
Wait, what?
Isn't that what White Lotus is about? I've only seen people talk about it on Twitter, so I might be completely off, but I think there's like brothers in it who want to have sex with each other, so they go to a resort to get away so that they can sleep with each other, right?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, I have no idea.
I think that's what it's about.
Couldn't tell you.
Chad is gonna be like, no, you're so wrong, but I think I'm right. Yeah.
Usually people do.
That if I'm wrong, that's what I got from the Twitter conversation, was that It's a show about incest.
Yeah, Twitter is a very reliable source of information. You should always trust it.
So Jimmer says I'm off, so all right.
Great. All right, should we get into the chapters?
We probably should. Chapter 52. We go back in time to the conversation with Peter Cole, the AI, and Carl. And Carl is like, look, maybe don't take me to the healer. I've got a different plan.
We're going to do suspicious other things.
Yes. Which leads to the most insane, deranged thing Carl has done in the entire series.
Which we'll get to because it's not revealed.
I know, but I have to say, it is, without a doubt,
it's pretty fucked up.
The most absurd thing this series has done.
Is it? Or is the jerking off on a beach to have, like...
I'm sorry. Crabs come in the ocean. That is...
While being yelled at by Patrick Warburton, who is pretending to be Alpha Carl?
They fucking wish. Crabs come in the ocean. That's natural. Locking a bunch of strippers in a room where they can't die and forcing them to give birth through every part of their body to increasing slugs of various sizes is the most horrific thing this series has done. Okay. By a long shot. Can you imagine the smell Like, can you imagine the smell? And then
Probably
calling them
very
sluggalos is very
coppery.
funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what a juggalo is?
Isn't that like a Chippendale, like like a male prostitute dancer?
No. No, that's gigolo. Is a male prostitute.
Oh.
The sluggalo is a reference to juggalos, which are fans of the Insane Clown Posse.
Don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Which is why they all have like different faces and like hatchets on their head and stuff. Is that like the Insane Clown Posse's a band, and their fans call themselves juggalos, and they have like juggalos have their own like makeup and stuff that like is their identity within the community. It's a really I want to make it very clear that I'm not in any way making fun of juggalos. I'm just trying to explain it, and I'm laughing that she doesn't know what they are because it's a cool part of culture. Juggalos are awesome. ICP's good. I am a fan, not a juggalo. The Matt Dinniman is referencing the juggalos and the fact that they're all like individuals within the juggalo army fandom of ICP. Okay. And that's what the sluggalo references.
Okay. Yeah. And like Carl is the ICP.
I don't know. Like there is no ICP. The like ICP the are probably Posse. Dead. They were probably inside when it happened, but
oh no, I just mean like they are it doesn't matter. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, they're not really fans of Carl though, because once they get to a high enough level, they don't listen anymore. So they're more just the sluggalos.
Sure.
I like the reference. I think it's very fun.
I thought because they were like male strippers that the things coming out of them were gigolos, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But you could see how that.
No, I can't. But
what?
It's because I'm cultured.
Okay. All right.
So Carl does the most insane shit ever.
Yeah. We end up back in Cuba.
Yeah.
But we have a key. Sister Inez has a key. And unfortunately, Amani was forced to choose Cuba, and she does not have a key because her whole squad got killed.
Amani choosing Cuba because she couldn't bring herself to face Ellie is real. That's something else, hey?
Yeah.
Because their relationship must be so fascinating. Because when they met, Amani was like Ellie's caregiver.
Yep.
Like she's her nurse.
Yeah.
And probably was for a while, yep. Right? And so I really loved that detail that Amani was like, I couldn't go against Ellie. Mm-hmm. But I can, like, and I think she knows she's not going to win. She's a healer by herself. She has no, like, Amani doesn't have any sort of, like, attack, really, right? Yeah. Like, she is a support. Her entire party's dead. And she's like, I would rather Carl kill me than Ellie, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There was just something so interesting about their relationship all the way from Metal Arc to now.
Yeah.
That came out in that decision.
Yeah. The fact that they have this history before the dungeon.
Yeah.
Is really cool. And it's fucking heartbreaking. And yeah. And she's also trapped in a safe room and fucking Quan CH is outside.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Fucking Quan CH finally comes back and in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
We get to chapter 53. Everyone gears up, heads out to do what needs to be done. And in the streets of Havana, a wild battle is erupting as crabs and seals are everywhere, duking it out.
Yeah.
Carl sends Samantha to try and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, Sister Inez is on the body of a giant snake surrounded by thousands and thousands and thousands of creatures. A ton of them are zombies.
Yeah, because they threw the zombie in the ocean.
Which is bullshit, okay? The AI is cheating. It would take so long for that virus to get from Florida to Cuba.
Yeah, no, it's like Shadesmar.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like Shadesmar.
Yeah, that's what I said last time.
You can't say that.
What do you mean?
No one will know, like...
They know.
You're assuming that people have read a completely different book series.
No, but here's the thing. If they know, they know. And if they don't, it's not a spoiler. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's like Shadesmar. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So basically how this goes down is we need Inez's key. There are two ways that we can get it. We can kill her or we can start a fight with her and she uses a flee card.
In which we get the key.
Yeah. The problem is she's surrounded by a boss snake that's like a level 145.
Yeah, so there's demons.
There's demons?
From Sheol.
I don't think the demons have started yet, have they?
Yeah, so they are starting to inhabit the zombies because the zombies
Right.
are weakened, which means the demons can come in and possess them.
But
and
the
then
demons
if they
are
grab you, they pull you down to Sheol.
But the demons are there because the zombies in the ocean are killing so many fish that the amount of creatures dying on Earth is at a level that is never seen outside of before the 9th floor. And so much death is happening that the greater demons are paying attention. And so a demon eviction event occurs. And demons are able to take over weak-minded bodies like zombies. Or Louis.
Wow.
That one came to me in the moment. I was like, God, I'm funny.
Louis slander. God damn.
Basically, the problem with demons is that if they touch you, you just go to hell. But crawlers can't go through portals, so if they touch a crawler, the clothes of the crawler go through the portal, and the crawler gets smushed against the portal and dies violently. So we have a bunch of creatures running around that we cannot let touch us. But we can hit them. They can't grab you. Because Carl is punching them, so it isn't any physical contact. It has to be, like, specifically a grab, right? And so Carl's like, all right, you bite down on Sister Inez. She's surrounded by thousands of things. We're going to yank her out of... We're going to use the Samantha Chomp Chistera Retraction ability, yank Inez out of there, and then we're just going to beat the shit out of this mass murdering nun.
Yeah, except it doesn't work.
No.
Doesn't work because everything comes with Samantha's head. Everything that is attached magically to Sister Inez and the demons.
Turns out Sister Inez is using a little spell.
Yeah, to control them.
Little charm.
Yeah.
And anything currently charmed by her comes through as well. The line of, I took a step back so that she didn't land on me. I did not take a big enough step back is so funny.
Yeah. Because, like, thousands of things just fall in. It's a nightmare. So wild.
How this plays out is apparently Samantha has this innate ability to amplify spells. So she bites down on Sister Inez. In that moment, she amplifies Sister Inez's spell. It gets even wider range. Everything gets dragged to Donut and Carl and Mongo. And boom. Boss battle begins. Music, so many graphics. And then we spend 2 chapters setting up this boss fight. Like literally 2 full chapters just describing the backstory of this boss fight. We've cut back to Carl borrowing almost 1 million gold from Emberus, which feels... I don't know, like, if that's the best idea.
We do, yeah.
We owe our god 1 million gold, and we have to tithe 10%.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not looking too good.
Yeah.
He's a greedy motherfucker.
I mean, 10% is a common tithing percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, yeah, I guess you could argue, like, the Mormon church is greedy.
Yeah, that's the point that I was making.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a non-profit organization.
Tithing is such a wild thing because, like, some people will, like, tithe on their income, and then they force their kids to tithe on their allowance, and so, like, you're literally, like, you're paying extra percentages. I don't know. Anyway, taxes are theft. Anyway, so. I'm actually pro-taxes, crazily enough. I just think that you should get something for them.
We like socialism. We do.
I like democratic socialism.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm a fan of the Canadian version of socialism.
Yeah, I think we do okay, although like dental would be nice.
Dental would be nice.
Yeah.
Most of our systems work, though. Although our healthcare system is falling apart under the weight of a bunch of bullshit. But
yeah, that's external stuff.
You know, our food is still edible. Sorry, Americans. Don't forget to check your sourdough bread for metal flakes today. Have fun with that one.
That's new.
Yeah, that's the latest. United States is recalling a bunch of sourdough because there might be metal in it.
I thought they were just recalled oats.
They are recalling oats because of a salmonella outbreak, yeah. There's also potentially a recall coming for Costco chicken in the rotisserie chickens in the United States. There's also a recall currently on... it's too many. I can't actually keep up.
I'm so glad we're not going there.
I, actually can't keep up with all the food recalls in the States right now.
Damn. Yeah, wow.
It's almost like bringing the guy with a worm in his brain to run human health services wasn't a good idea.
Wow, spot on.
That's what he sounds like.
This is also just a cool thing to bring up that doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but there is I think it's Moderna is
Blueberries will also kill you is very funny.
Oh, good. I love that.
What were you saying, babe?
Moderna has successfully treated / cured melanoma.
Okay.
It's in 3 cases. So all the anti vaccine people are like, well, now vaccines are good.
Great.
It's a mess down there. Sorry about it. Blue, welcome on in.
Blue is blue.
Thank you for becoming a member for 11 months. Happy to have you here. It's been more than that, but this channel, is new.
Yeah, this channel's new.
Still feels new, but it doesn't feel new because we've been doing the same show throughout the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 It's crazy, Americans. Just to make one last RK joke, the guy that eats roadkill and is willing to admit on a podcast that he eats roadkill isn't great for your health. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just, it's like, I found it on the side of the road, and so...
Mike Wazowski, you didn't file your paperwork. That's literally what it sounds like.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. I don't usually mock things about people. I try not to. I think it's rude. But fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's an exception. He's a special case.
We also cured cancer in a snake using a human treatment, which... Is that
what
our
kind of cancer?
Best use of resources? I don't know, but it was cool.
What kind of cancer?
I don't know.
Oh.
But a snake had cancer. They were like, what if we tried this? And it worked. Yeah, I was reading about that this morning.
Well, damn. Anyways, we got there from tithing. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, check your sourdough, kids. Sometimes I think I find these books so fun because I feel like we live in a nightmare. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, other people live in nightmares too.
Yeah. I'm just glad we're up here.
Yeah. Let's go to Germany where they have food safety standards.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Anyway, we'll see you guys in a month. Bye.
So anyways, yeah, we now have an entire pile of demons and zombies and Sister Inez
Sister Inez.
on top of us.
A pile of demons and zombies and Sister Inez.
Yeah. So now we have a boss battle.
Yeah.
With the whatever the city boss is. And we're like, oh, it's gonna be bad because it's gonna be Carl Donut, it's gonna be Sister Inez, but maybe and this third other boss, but if Carl and Donut and Sister Inez team up, they are on the same side, then they get to fight it together. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And then fucking Quan CH enters the chat.
Yeah.
Like a little bitch. Yeah, no, we hate him, and I'm glad he's dead.
It's an 8-way battle. Yes, it is, Arzu. It doesn't go that way though. I was very excited for this fight. I had admitted in the audiobook reaction, I was a little disappointed that this became Quan CH's card shenanigans, because I thought the fight was going to be really cool, and the fight kind of takes a backseat to the card shenanigans.
Yeah.
Thank you for opening the questions channel, Blue.
Oh, Blue, thank you.
Remember, questions up through book 6.
Yes. Even if you want to ask questions about some earlier stuff,
1 through 6 is fine.
We'll allow that too, but
it's a questions megapalooza.
Yeah, I'm really excited to kind of go back through the series with you guys and take a minute to chat about that. So
it's going to be a 12-hour book club.
Could be.
Getting Disciple says, I love this. Quan couldn't get his own key because he over-optimized his deck to face crawlers. That is true.
Yep, 100%.
I just wish some of these mechanics had been, like, established earlier. I think that some of the...
Yeah, we had a bit of confusion.
I think that one of the reasons why this book doesn't sit as high as book 5 or book 3, I think, for me.
Oh, really? The Iron Tangle?
I know that other people don't like the Iron Tangle as much. The train shit, A, I'm autistic. I fucking love trains.
Great.
B, I liked a lot of the NPCs in the Iron Tangle a lot, and I felt like I think that, like, books 1 and 2 of this series are good, and they're fun. I think that book 3 is where a lot of the existential horror and, like, larger narrative really gets going.
Yeah.
And I do think the Iron Tangle, for me...
It opens things up.
Well, and there's so many character moments. I think that, like, really getting to know Katya in that book is so wonderful. So, like, for me, I think book 5 is my favorite. Book 3 is probably my second favorite. And then I don't know after that. I would have to do a reread to really, like, rank after that, because they're all in that, like, 8.5 to 9 range.
For me,
maybe 9.5.
For me, it's definitely book 5 and book 6 are my top 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
I think what holds book 6 back for me a little bit is that the way in which the card game gets spelled out over the course of the book feels like the card game is a different game each time we play it, rather than it being a system that I felt like I got to, like, know better. It sort of felt just like the cards were used to be different kinds of plot devices each time.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah, for me, it's the same with, like, I felt the Iron Tangle and the card game were very similar to me in my not trying to figure it out. And you were, like, not trying to figure out the Iron Tangle, but you were trying to figure out the card game. Like, your brain was trying to make it work for you.
Yeah. I wanted the mechanics of the card game to have more of a payoff than I felt like they did, as opposed to it just being that, like, well, here's a new mechanic that we just didn't know about, which is what Quan CH using the, like, swaps and fleas and stuff felt like. And so for me, it would just, like, this is such a small thing because it doesn't ruin the book. Like, the book is still incredible.
Yeah.
But when I'm trying to rank a series of books where you like all of them a lot, right, is you have to get into these sort of granular things.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying, like, there's one chapter where I felt like the mechanics took away from that one chapter a little bit,
Sure, yeah.
but didn't ruin the whole book. That, to me, is the knock that puts it below book 5, where I can't think of a chapter where something like that happened.
Yeah, sure.
That doesn't mean the book is bad.
No.
It's such a light criticism.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I know. I understand 100%. It's just interesting that people's brains, like, interpret these things differently, right?
Yeah.
For me, the card game and the Iron Tangle were both kind of like, it is what it is. And for you, like, there was more specific things in here that, like, were a focus. And that's fine. That's not bad. And I think that, honestly, how each floor functions probably influences people's favorite books in this series a lot, as opposed to, like, how it was written. Or maybe not a lot, but I'm sure for some people.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that with the first 3, but or with the first 3 floors.
Floors, yeah. I was like, I don't know, the Iron Tangle definitely threw some people off. Which
I meant
the
floors, because I don't think the first 3 floors, and honestly, I don't think the first 2 books. I think the first 2 books are probably my least favorite in the series.
Which is crazy because I still, like, loved them in the moment.
Yeah.
But I agree 100%.
But the Carl and Donut's relationship, once it deepens and really gets complex, in book 3 especially, like, I think the series just opens up in a huge way. And once Carl kind of realizes what the bigger picture of his life is now, and what the, like, rebelling against the system is rather than just surviving, I like those books more.
Yeah.
Because of how I think Matt Dinniman really stretched himself in terms of the themes of the series.
Yeah.
And so I think that book 3 is where this very fun and funny and, like, satirical and well-written series becomes a very deep and emotionally impacting, consistently book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A sequence of events. And so there's just something about the way he grew as a writer, I think. And
for sure, yeah.
Like, the way these books have become, you know, I don't think that you could put that moment at the end of book 6, at the end of book 2, and have it mean anything, right? You had to build so much lore and honestly spend so much time with the cookbook and the like, this message is from a deceased crawler, or, you know, the messages in the cookbook that are like, there's that one in this book that really stuck with me where it's someone, it's a chapter begins with someone's message, and then it's 2 messages, and the first message is someone's message, and the second message is, that was that crawler's second last message. I'm telling you right now, don't read his last.
Yeah.
And I like, that to me is such a powerful line, and it comes from a character we don't know. Yeah. But we know all of them, right?
Yeah.
The thing that Matt Dinniman has done so exceptionally well is I feel like I know all of the cookbook authors, even though I don't.
Yeah.
But they're all Carl, right? And that's the thing about sentience, right? Is we really are all the same at the end of the day.
Yeah. And
it's why racism is such a fucking like plague. It's why all of the isms are such a plague, because all of the veneer.
Yeah, the autism's such a plague.
No.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Well, I mean, it is to me, but it's really made my life harder until I figured that out.
Sorry, that was a bad joke.
No, it's very funny. But like, we're all the same, and like they're all the same.
Yeah.
And Carl sees that, man, and like it's grown him so much.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As a person, and it's cool to read.
Jared Poulter makes a comment that the way everybody gets out of this book feels like Deus Ex Machina. In this book more than others. Which I think is very funny, because it literally is God. It is quite literally acts of gods in this realm that make it possible for them to leave in the way that they do. And so I think that was kind of the point.
I don't know. I don't really get the Deus Ex Machina part of it, though, because there's not really like an act of God that saves them. It is
literally the gods like going back home.
Sure, but so Deus Ex Machina as a like concept is that all is lost and a insanely powerful force shows up and solves the problem for you.
God, yeah.
That's not really what happens here. The spell is happening, and Carl has a way out. They have to do the work, though. Like, the saving of them isn't free. It's not just that like God shows up and is like, you guys can go to the next floor. This demon spell is going off, and there is a way for it to save them.
Yeah.
But there's so many conditions on it that they have to do insane and like difficult shit to meet.
Yeah.
That it's not the like. It isn't a Deus Ex Machina in the sense of what that term means, right? Like, a Deus Ex Machina is a specific kind of narrative trope that this doesn't really fall under.
It's literally God, though.
Right, but Deus Ex Machina is an act of God that saves the day. And what is the act of God that saves the day here?
What's his face opening the portal and returning home.
Right, that is an event that is happening that is not done by a god to save them.
Not to save them, no, but it is. They
right.
use it.
You cannot. Okay, but Deus Ex Machina, importantly, is not any time a god does anything that other people interact with.
I thought it was an act of God.
Right. That is what the Latin translates to.
Yeah.
It is a term that means a longer sentence, but we don't write the full sentence out every time because that would be annoying, right? It is shorthand for the literary trope of somebody showing up and saving the day that you didn't expect to save the day. You can't call this a Deus Ex Machina because you expect the demon spell to go off at the end of the book. How our characters interact with that happening are their actions and their agency.
Sure, I can understand how this feels more like it, more like a Deus Ex Machina than like other endings in the series, but I do also think that that is intentional, especially because now they also have the AI not on their side, but wanting them to figure out its little things. You know what I mean? Like, the AI weirdly wants them to succeed in a way that I think it likes playing games with them, you know?
Well, the AI wants the games to be fair, right? Like the AI wants a winner.
Yeah.
And so it's going to give them an opportunity to succeed, but it is still their actions that allow them to succeed.
Yeah.
Right? The AI doesn't just wipe away the demon and send them to the next floor. That would be a Deus Ex Machina. Right? Or if like if the crawlers from the cookbook had landed their spaceship and killed the demon and unlocked the door, that would be a Deus Ex Machina because we don't see it coming. But the book explicitly says for a long time, this demon spell is going to happen.
Yeah.
And then Carl goes, I think I have figured out a way to use that demon spell to make this work. And then they do those series of events to lead to that happening. And then the plan that Carl works on for multiple chapters happens.
Yeah.
That isn't a Deus Ex Machina definitionally by what the literary trope of it is, right? That is just events happening in a book and our characters have agency towards their own success. A Deus Ex Machina, the trope, specifically is like, oh my god, we're gonna die, and then Gandalf comes over the hill. The difference is, that one doesn't count because Gandalf did say...
like, that doesn't...
But again, that's also not a Deus Ex Machina, because Gandalf says, on the dawn of the 5th day, I will be there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, these are... I'm trying to think of what an actual Deus Ex Machina is, and I can't... I like can't pick, I can't pull one right now.
Yeah, I'm like, what if we like watched or read lately where it was just like somebody literally shows up and yeah.
Yeah, I'm blanking on it. But the like this is much like the Chekhov's gun thing, where like Chekhov's gun means something in a literary sense, and it is important to use those terms correctly when commenting on literature, and not just say that like it's kind of like that when it isn't. Right? The Eagles Are Coming is actually a really good one in Lord of the Rings. The Eagles just kind of fucking show up at the end and save Frodo and Sam. They should die.
Okay, yeah.
The Eagles just showing up and saving them is absolutely a Deus Ex Machina. They're literally gods, and there's no reason for them to be there. They're not. No one communicates what's happening. Gandalf doesn't send a moth.
There's a moth. Yes.
When does Gandalf send the moth to them that time?
It literally like at the like after the floor falls away, right?
Okay,
isn't there?
The timing of that doesn't make any fucking sense. But the Eagles would have to be in the area.
No,
the flight speed of a moth is not some vast distance.
No, they show up. Yeah, no, the moth was for himself, but the Eagles show up for that fight, right?
It's a magic moth.
Doesn't matter. You know what? Doesn't matter.
All I'm saying, sorry to get so pedantic about this, but there are some things when like we're talking about like criticism of literature where we have to get these we have to be right about how we use these terms, right? Because they have very specific meanings, and if you start to stretch them to fit situations that are kind of like the original meaning, you kind of lose any reason for them to exist as a term or a criticism. And it's why I'm really picky about the Chekhov's gun thing, right? It's why I'm picky about this, is because these, and this comes from, I'm a fucking nerd for storytelling who went to college for this, right? And studied writing and studied like authorship and these ideas, right? These terms, we can't dilute our ability to discuss narratives, or else, much like our language is going, we just kind of lose it. It just kind of becomes amorphous and nothing at a certain point. Specificity in these conversations is so important to me. This book is definitionally not a Deus Ex Machina at any point. Almost everything that happens in this book is deeply set up. And if it's not set up, there's a flashback to explain when the conversation happened, where it happens. There is no moment in these books where like a character literally just appears and solves the problems. Yeah. And there are plenty of series that do have that, right? There are plenty of series that do have fucking Satoru in Jujutsu Kaisen has a moment where he's literally just a Deus Ex Machina, and you're like, I guess he's here, he saves the day, great, cool. Why is he so... It doesn't matter. But in this book, like, the demon spell, it being a demon... He's not even actually a god. But the demon spell happening isn't a Deus Ex Machina, because it is not there to save our heroes. Our heroes use it to save themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is very different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not there yet, but anyway, I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, there was a lot in this section.
From different Carl's POVs, Carl might feel like that. Carl isn't a god, though.
On the recap episodes, I bet it would.
David Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie is a Deus Ex Machina. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah.
They ride that bitch all the way to Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Oh my god, we're still in this battle. Okay, so Quan CH forces Inez to flee, which she thinks is hilarious.
She peeks at their cards.
Yeah.
And
does a little peekaboo.
Yeah. And because Sister Inez flees the battlefield, she loses her key.
Yeah.
And then Quan CH does the same bullshit to
Yeah.
Donut. Which means that Quan CH now has 2 keys and is fucking off to one of the gates. Carl is under the impression that he's going to try and go down as quick as possible, which makes sense.
So he warns Amani. He's like, hey, he's coming.
Yeah.
And then instead, he turns to Donut. And I didn't love the language of this. I wish that... this is one of those moments where I wish the card had been set up better. Because he swaps hands with Donut. And then casts a card that Donut didn't have. And I think that if I could have... like, if I was the editor on this book and I could have given a note here... I would have had the AI voice explain the card that got cast. Because it is so important to these events, to this sequence of events, I think I just for clarity's sake, I would have had the AI explain what the card is. So that me being like, because the only information we get is from Donut just saying he swapped hands with me 3 for 3. But I don't really know how many cards are in each other's hands and stuff like that. And so I just think that there's a way that this could have worked. But anyway, he flees into Donut's hand and then forces her to flee as well. Philip McNeil says he did not swap hands. Donut says that because she did not see the card. I agree with you. I that is what happened. I just think that it could have been explained in a way that would have been a little bit smoother for me as the reader for a card that's never existed in the book
that we've
before.
Never seen used. I think
for a mechanic that's brought up at the end of a chapter to do such a big thing that drastically changes the entire rest of the book. A little bit more explanation on this card would have, I don't think would have ruined the tempo of it and would have helped me be on board with how it played out in a way where her being like, we swapped hands. And I'm like, okay, so he has Donut's cards now. What does that mean? And my brain's trying to process what that is. And then it's like, oh, and he's using this other card. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Kodamaki says the AI announcer could have announced every card played, and that would have helped everyone know what was being played. I don't think every card is necessary, because not every card drastically...
Well, but they already announce the creature cards. So why not just announce everything? Well, there's a whole fanfare for each summon.
I know, but for the book, I don't think I needed every card to be announced, because a lot of them don't impact the narrative that much. But this card in particular impacts the narrative so much that this one I could have used. Just for me personally. This is a totally subjective thing, sure, right? Like, other people are going to be like, I don't care about the cards at all. Some people are going to be like, this was fine for me. I'm just saying my subjective experience of this one chapter felt a little bit hampered by this moment of me feeling like it was just very contrived for Quan CH to change the plot of the book.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with what happens after, so I don't mind that, right?
Yeah, yeah. But in the moment, you were like, wait, no, I wanted this, like, big fight. And we kind of, like, kicked the can down the road with that, because...
Well, especially because this fight, Matt Dinniman spent 2 chapters setting up this fight. Like, it's not even like a chapter to set up the fight. It's there's 2 full chapters used just to set up this big fight and how crazy it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it becomes a card thing with Quan CH, who's not even brought up until the end of, like, the second of those 2 chapters. And so all of that setup is just sort of like for a wah-wah, gotcha.
Well, but that's what we thought it was, but then we immediately go deal with that, right?
That doesn't change the fact that we didn't get the fight that was set up.
We do right after.
No, we don't. We don't fight we don't have to fight the boss. We don't have to...
Oh,
fight
you
the
wanted
1,000
them to
of
fight the city boss. Oh, okay.
I thought I thought we were going to get this interesting, like, having to maneuver around the city boss while fighting Quan and Inez.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, that all just gets ejected out of the book after it gets explained. Like, literally, 2 characters show up and just dump exposition about this fight for a full chapter. And then that fight just doesn't happen. So it's like, why did we spend so much time?
Well, because we had to set up the whole demon plotline.
Oh, you know what? That's actually very fair. That's a really good point. There's the exposition of this does do a lot of work for the later fight.
For, like, the finale.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's like pieces of this. Like, you know, the Quan CH piece gets dealt with and then the rest gets dealt with. Because, yeah, Quan CH fucks off. So we have to, like, call Amani and Sorendilgore?
Yeah.
Donut's arch nemesis.
Yeah.
That, hey, Quan CH is on his way, we think. Gonna be trying to use this key to get downstairs. We need you to not let him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get a whole plan where they have Donut in a battle somewhere else with her cards, summoning totems.
Yeah.
And Carl gets teleported with Samantha to go be a part of the fight.
Yep.
But Donut is in a different card battle, so Donut can't be in this card battle. It's like very convoluted, but in a interesting way that turns the card mechanics on its head. And so much so, Carl's like, oh, they're gonna patch this, which they don't because shit keeps happening. But he has a moment where he's like,
not get patched out?
No,
it doesn't.
No.
Yeah, because it is a pretty good cheat to start a card battle so that you don't have to worry about starting a card battle.
Yeah, you can get out a bunch of totems right away. As long as you have a way to, like, teleport and, like, figure that out. It's pretty genius.
There's really no time to patch it out. That is true.
That's what I mean. Shit keeps happening, so it doesn't ever actually get patched out. But Carl does make a comment. It's like, oh, they're going to fix that.
There's technically 4 days left. That was 4 days of bad television. After an insane finale.
Yeah.
But, like, all of the good crawlers have already gone down. Lucia, Prepotente, Carl. Like, if you really think about the end of this book, at the end of the last book, they skipped floor 7. Right? And then at the end of this book, there's just 4 days of dead air as crawlers just kind of hunker down underneath stairways and sit there and wait for a fucking rolling wave to suck them up into the sky. Like, Boring is not producing good TV here. The AI really blew the load of the demon plot too quickly. Yeah. It should have been slowed down so that the crawlers were forced to, like, stay out until the end of the floor. Yeah. Can you imagine you're watching, like, The Flash and it's episode 20 and have a 24 episode season, right? And you're super invested and The Flash runs into season 5 and is like, all right, here's 4 episodes with Cisco in the fucking lab just hanging out. We beat the bad guy. We beat the villain in episode 20. Iris and I are going to go on vacation. Here's 4 episodes with fucking... Yep. Harry and Cisco dicking around the lab. Yeah. Ratings would plummet. Who's watching that shit? Who's tuning in? Yeah. Although, honestly, and this is something that we haven't really talked about much, but I'm actually really curious your thoughts on. How do people watch The Crawl?
What do you mean?
It's on all the time.
Yeah. Most people,
there's
like,
no
we talked
breaks.
To that guy at CrawlerCon. He's like, I just watched the highlights.
Yeah, right? Like, I actually feel like watching The Crawl would be really hard.
Yeah, I'm sure that, honestly, there's a show that covers The Crawl that just gets way more views because it, like, recaps the important stuff, right?
Yeah, and maybe it's just that, like, you constantly are getting notifications when big things are happening in your, like, favorite crawlers plot lines. But when we did Roleplay Relay 1 back in 2023, I think, we had a viewership problem.
I think it was 2022.
No.
I think it might have been.
No, because Roleplay Relay 2 was the end of 23, and then 24 was, Heroes Without Borders. 25 was Heroes Without Borders 2. Yeah, it was 2023.
No, we did
It was summer
Christmas
23.
one between.
Yeah, that was the same year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 23.
Maybe it was. All right.
It has to be because we've done one every year since. The end of 2022 was the DM's Revenge one shot I did for charity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that cast. So the crawl is, we had a problem of people kind of tuned out because they realized that they couldn't keep up with the speed the content was coming up. And so in that...
Because it was playing 24/7, yeah.
Yeah, and so there's this weird... Although, actually, if in the galaxy they don't need to sleep because they have the super beds, maybe they are just awake all the time.
Maybe.
Oh, that's it. People don't sleep in this universe, do they? They refresh in the refresh beds, and then they watch the crawl. That makes so much sense.
Huh.
There is an NFL red zone for the crawl. You know Scott would be all over that.
Yeah.
He's my favorite part about the NFL. I hate that I'm a huge fan of the NFL. I hate that it matters so much to me. But his voice on a Sunday morning makes me feel alive, man. And I know that it's not 7 hours of ad-free football anymore, and that makes me very sad, and capitalism is a stain on society, but the NFL is capitalism at the same time, so, like, I don't know. If there was one thing in my life that I love that I wish I could give up, it would be football.
Oh.
Yeah, like, if someone was like, of your favorite things, which is the one that you would give up? If you had to give up one, that would be the one I choose.
Okay.
You know?
Sure.
But I don't have a reason to, and I do love it. So I'm like, hell
so why would you? Yeah.
Let's watch these MAGA idiots give each other brain damage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
the ads are terrible. So when football is on, like, oh my God, like over through December, every time I heard the holidays are coming, holidays are coming, I was like, holidays are coming. This stupid AI ad.
I don't think that one was AI.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
No.
Yeah, you think those squirrels were... No. Yeah, that was...
Oh, I never looked at it. I only know the sound.
Oh, no.
I have a sixth sense for when to turn my brain off to what's happening on screen.
No, that... Coca-Cola is very... we use AI for our trash.
I don't think they are anymore, though, right? I thought they stopped because the backlash they got was bad.
I don't know. Not that I have heard, but yeah, no. That every time that fucking came on the TV, I was like... angry.
I'm so sorry. Again, I know capitalism is a stain on the world. And also, like, you know, I've always been very open. I'm a fan of two teams, the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
But Jackson Dart did introduce Trump at a rally, and my fandom of the New York Giants might be a little less this year. I might be more of a Buffalo Bills fan.
Oh, no.
Now that the quarterback of the Giants is a fucking idiot. And not just because of the Trump thing. He's actually really dumb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
He got hit really hard on Sunday, and he was laying down for a second. And then they were like, hey, you have to come to the blue tent. We need to check you for a concussion. Then after the game, he's like, I don't know why. After I get hit, I always end up in the blue tent. And people, all of commentators are like, it's because you laid down not moving after you got hit. If you don't want to go to the blue tent, you got to get up faster, buddy. You got to make it look like you didn't get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Wow.
So anyway, go Bills. So we're fighting Quan CH, and the fight is crazy. Basically, Quan has, because Quan's ability is mostly to flip his shitty creatures into your deck and take your good creatures, he is able to pull out the cards that Ren has.
Yeah, like he has like real like shitty like rabbits or whatever in his hand. Serendil Gore, their team has like crazy cards.
Yeah.
And because he's able to swap them, because he's able to swap them, I can't remember their name, but they died. Can't remember the name.
I can't remember the name either. But so Ren has 2 people with her, and they're a married couple, and one of them dies, and they do end up defeating Quan. It's a really good fight. Honestly, there's a lot of great pieces to it.
Yeah.
But they end up defeating Quan, and they kill Quan. Donut gets credit for killing Quan, so she gets both keys. And the really the following chapter is really is it 59? Yeah, 59 is all about Ren. Is all about Ren, man, and her friend is weeping over the body of her dead husband. And Carl is trying to figure out how to get everyone down the stairs. He's like, we will give you a key, and then we'll give Amani a key, and then I'll use a bone. And Ren just... if you go watch the reaction, I cry through most of it. Quite a bit. And then I cried afterwards. We spent a not insignificant amount of time in between those reactions, because I had to leave.
Nerdy needed a minute.
I was like, hey, like, I'm going to go away. I came upstairs. I laid down on my beanbag chair, and I just was alone in the dark for like 40 minutes. And you were like, okay, Cars just kept working on cosplay. And I was like, I'm going to go mentally shut down for a few. Ren is like, hey, like, you need to go on. She's done. And if she's done, I'm done. And that's okay.
Yeah.
The AI is a dick and is like, the door's breaking. You only have 5 minutes to go through.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is that if Donut were to show, even if Donut could get there in time, if Donut were to use a flea card, we don't know which key Ren would get.
Yeah.
And so there's no guarantee that Ren would get the key to go through that door anyway.
Yeah.
And Ren just gives this like beautiful, beautiful monologue about how Carl is the hope that all these crawlers are carrying, and that she was so excited to fight alongside him at faction wars.
Yeah, she was so ready to fucking pay back the assholes that put them there, and is like, I'm not going to be able to get to do that, but you need to survive to give everybody else that chance, because everybody is looking forward to it. Everybody wants to show up for you. And everyone is behind what you're doing, and only you can make this happen.
And so she just starts pulling out all of her gear, and she like takes out her flamethrower, and then she's like, and this is Garrett, my little meatball. And I need you to take him after I kill him, because his
so he doesn't
brain resets.
Me. Yeah. You will have to bond with him, but he's not going to remember me.
It's so fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, these tummy achers, if they get to a high enough level, can kill dragons. So we need to start leveling. What I don't know what we're going to name him on the next floor, but we need to start leveling him ASAP.
Yeah.
This guy is going to be a menace in the war. I want to see mantises. I want to see orcs. I want to see all of the people of the universe getting chomped in the jaws of our little meatball.
Yeah.
His name's Harriet. Garrett, Harriet, and then what's Yaret would be next.
Jarrett.
This chapter broke me, and there's just something so sad about letting go, and so beautiful about letting go, and just knowing when you're done. Right? I've told the story of like my grandmother passing away so many times, but because it's so relevant to so many things. But you know, my grandmother was ill for months, and we finally drove down, and we got everyone in her RV together, and the family was together, and she passed because we were all there, and we just it was that feeling of like she was waiting for us for this to happen.
Yeah. And
I don't know. There's just sometimes there is no fight left, and that's okay. You know, that has to be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was beautiful, and this chapter, like Ren became a fucking legend of this series, despite not being in it that much.
I do love that Ren was like, hey, Donut, I cheated in the pet show, and then blows herself up.
You're right. I did cheat. That. Oh, and also I was trying to steal your experience.
You were right. Yeah.
Yep.
That
was Very funny.
Yeah. What a way to go, you know?
What a way to go out. Let Donut be right. What does it cost you?
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. But then Donut's like, hey, wait a minute. This is from a deceased caller. It's like, yeah, so you can't always save everybody. And that's really hard. It's really hard. Yeah.
And you can't save people who don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that unfortunately that's going to be a lesson that hits harder as we move forward, is that you can't save everyone. And unfortunately, because of the conscript spell, there's going to be some crawlers who are not on our side on the next floor.
Well, yes.
And that's going to be deeply fucked up.
Do you think that Lucia Marr can be saved?
Yeah, she's a kid.
Because we've said we're not sure.
No, I definitely think that she can be saved. There's something wrong with her.
Well, there's something wrong with her, and we learned that the kindergarten facility is literally a place on Earth.
That is under attack. There is an army in India trying to save those kids. I want that story so bad.
I know. We need this whole series, but from the perspective of someone on Earth.
Can you imagine? And like the reason why it's the fights in India is because all those people would have been out and about in the middle of the day when the thing collapsed.
There's probably quite a few people.
But can you imagine like? Can you imagine finding out all the kids on Earth are there? The way human beings would react. You know what I mean? Like people would. Oh my god. And you know we'll get to the epilogue when we get to the epilogue. We need to keep going.
Having read only the Pineapple Express from book 1 and none of the other ones.
Yeah.
I really hope those goblins show up for our faction wars on Carl's team.
What goblins?
You haven't read it.
I haven't read the Pineapple Express.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, it can't be the Pineapple Express.
No, it is, I think.
It cannot be called the Pineapple Express.
Pineapple something.
It's got to be called something else. The Pineapple Express is a very funny movie starring some very controversial people.
Pineapple something, right?
Pineapple Express is a Seth Rogen, James Franco movie.
Pineapple Cabaret.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. No, you're.
If Matt Dinniman wrote a story called The Pineapple Express, I think he would get sued.
Probably. No, that's absolutely fair. Yeah. Anyways,
we need to buy the physical copies of the book so we can read that.
I know. I wish they were in the audiobook so we could just fucking react to them. But yeah.
Oh right, because we can't react to them. That would be fun. I would do a reaction to all of the Pineapple Cabaret.
We should, for the full book recap, probably read those.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right, we'll have to buy those then.
Yeah, we'll have to get all the books. Are there any, like, pretty...
We haven't been buying them
nice copies?
Yeah, we want to buy, like, a special edition or something.
We want, like, really nice ones. It's not that I don't like the covers. Mm-hmm. It's that I don't really like the covers.
Although I really...
I know. It's blasphemy. I'm sorry.
My favorite thing about the covers is that they all light up under blacklight, except the Anarchist Cookbook.
Oh.
So if you were to like be in a dark room and shine a black light on the series, the Anarchist Cookbook is invisible.
What the fuck? Okay.
It's such a cool.
So what you're saying is we should have a display case with a black light inside of it.
Oh, that's fun.
On the set.
Yeah. There's also no soft covers yet for anything except the first book.
Oh.
Everything else is hardcover.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we definitely need to read this before book 7.
Well, and what's crazy is on every bestseller list, our friend wrote a book, The Iron Hex, which is just came out on the 4th. And so I've been like watching the bestseller list. She's a USA Today bestseller, which is very exciting for her.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats, Shaz. I've been watching the bestseller list, see if it pops up on there. And Dr. Carl, almost all the books are still on the bestseller list. Like...
Yeah. 100%. It's so popular right now.
How many copies of these books have been sold? It's crazy.
We're on a fucking steady trajectory upwards because everybody right now is talking about this.
Actually, that might just be public information.
So many people are getting into this series, over the course of this year. I really do think that these books have kind of exploded, or not this year. Over the course of a year, I think.
14 million by mid 2026. That's nuts. And the audiobooks have logged over 140 million listening hours.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's crazy.
Well, because we haven't even bought the books yet. No, I did buy some of them for my brother, but yeah. Yeah, that's nuts.
That's so cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
You can't wait to read them till after book 7. I just think it'd be fun to include the Pineapple Cabaret in the full book recaps that we're about, like the recap episode we're about to do. So I would actually really like to get a hold of those and read them beforehand.
So our YouTube channel has 4.8 million watch hours. The main Nerdy Nightly channel has 4.8 million watch hours. 140 million hours of the audiobook. That's nuts.
That's just not popular, babe.
We're doing fine.
No, I know.
We recently passed 35 million total views.
35 million views?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, we're actually almost at 36 million views.
Hell yeah.
We're like, our channel is like one Mr. Beast video.
Wow. Well, when you put it like that, why do we bother? Oh my god.
Yeah. No, yeah, we passed 35 million views, which I'm very proud of. Especially because that doesn't count any of the views from Attack on Titan.
Hell yeah.
Because those are all unlisted.
Right, yeah. No, that is really cool. No, I that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's only the one channel, obviously, right? Because we have millions of views on other channels, but...
Yeah, we have too many channels, guys.
We're getting about 2 million views a month on Facebook right now.
Yeah, Facebook. Go follow Nerdy Nightly on Facebook if you are not yet.
We're like content creators or something. I don't know.
Or something. Yeah. Cool.
Part of that million was me watching y'all open the robot over and over again, pretty sure. Hell yeah.
That checks out. Yeah.
It's on the set. It's right there.
Oh, you just...
I think it's not.
No,
yeah, it's too tall.
Oh, yeah, the shelves are too tall.
Yeah, it's up with the gelatinous cube up there.
This needs a redesign. When we get back from Germany, we're locking in on making the house what we want it to be. So get ready for a new house tour.
Do you want the house tour?
We should do...
I can take you to the first, second, third floor.
We did the house tour when we moved in, I think, like, at the first week of October. So we should do, like, a 1 year later.
Yeah, we're not doing that until we have baseboards in the living room.
Oh.
That's my rule. We will do a house tour once our baseboard's in the living room.
Well, then it might be a while.
No, Tom said he's going to do it at the end of September.
Oh, I thought he was going to do that going into the winter, like into the colder months.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyways, doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Anyway. Chapter 60. Mm-hmm. We go back to Donut and we head to Amani. Sister Inez sends us a message that's a little ominous, saying that she thinks that we're all non-believers and that she's gonna kill us. And
she's like, "See, I was right. Look at all these demons."
Yeah, she was like, "It wasn't aliens the whole time. It was demons." And I was like, "How do you reverse conspiracy theory so hard?"
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so we find out that Sister Inez is somehow controlling all of the demons. They're minions of hers, which is deeply concerning because the sad thing about Sister Inez's story at the end of this book, I mean, yes, she is a mass murderer, and so it's easy to have less sympathy for her, but she does kind of just become a NPC who is controlled by the crawl for drama. Yeah. And the fact that that can happen to crawlers feels deeply unfair.
Yeah. No, it's really fucked up. She doesn't get to have her own agency. Her struggles are like amplified by this system that doesn't want her to be well and whole. They want her to be broken and initiate drama, like you said, and it's so incredibly fucked up.
Well, and it's the same with Lucia Marr, right? Like, Lucia's done some heinous shit, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like the dungeon's given her a real shot. It feels like the dungeon is actively doing something to her. Yeah. That is causing these problems. Fair. Yeah. Yeah. And so we're going to have to go deal with her, unfortunately. We don't have a choice. So the certain doors in certain cities are also becoming unusable.
Yeah. So this is where we find out Carl's grand plan with the... Sluggalos. So yeah, he locked all the strippers in the training room and gave them the pox so that they would all be birthing out super high-level slugs to help... in future events like this. Yes. And on the next floor as well, because things are about to get like real crazy with faction wars, etc. So yeah, they send the lower level slugs, which are still like like
up to level 20.
Like, yeah. Like they're still pretty big, into the church.
Yeah.
So that the demons will like grab the slugs and like drag them to hell.
Yes. It's so that we don't have to fight the demons. We just get we use them.
Get rid of them.
Unfortunately, some of the demons like require more than one. So it becomes one of those silly like MMO tasks where everyone has like a number above their head that you have to meet before you can move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And I just feel so bad for the strippers, you know? And our poor male strippers are really going through it, right? Zanzibar's in Toronto just burned down. What are they going to do for work?
Well, you're thinking of Remington's next door, which is the male strip club. Zanzibar is just the like standard.
I've never been to either of them.
I know. I used to work literally across the street.
Yeah.
So, all the guys from Remington's, look, nothing against them individually, but honestly, like, some of them were kind of assholes. They would come over to the takeout counter, get the takeout, then go sit at a table and eat and leave all their garbage.
Why didn't you just kick them out?
Because I
big dog
wasn't allowed
big
to.
Dog them. Clar's the big dog.
Oh, I kicked people out.
Yeah.
But I wasn't, I told people that these tables are for like people who want like service, and no one gives a fuck. So yeah.
Anyway, Toronto just lost strip club. That is good. Is a good one.
I don't know. I've never been either, but it was iconic. It had been there forever.
Yeah, they say they're gonna rebuild, but people think the jokes on like
it's
Toronto
rough.
Twitter immediately were like, oh, look who's taking an insurance payout to get a condo built.
God, I hope not, but you might be right.
Yeah.
I mean, they managed to save Sneaky D's, so...
Sneaky D's nuts? What? Sneaky D's? What's Sneaky D's?
The bar?
Never been there.
No, I also haven't, but it's like, again, an iconic Toronto. I mean, it's...
We need to go out more. Except we don't live in Toronto.
No. Anyways, doesn't matter. None of this matters to any of you guys. Carl Prepotente conspire. They're like, everybody stand under the stairwells because there's going to be a spell that gets cast, and hopefully, maybe, there's like a 30% chance that you might get through to the next floor.
Saying they conspire is a stretch.
Carl comes up with a plan, and Prepotente says, maybe.
And Prepotente lightly endorses it. And even saying lightly endorses it is kind.
Yeah.
Prepotente is like, I'm going down because, I don't think this is going to work. But, hey, I mean, maybe there's a chance that you guys will all not die. So good luck. Bye.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yep. But they need to get Amion away from Inez's control. And then like power him up so that the spell that he is casting goes global.
I want to get back to the Deus Ex Machina conversation from earlier.
Okay.
Because my notes here bring up the build trench scrolls. I don't know. Someone in the chat was like, well, it's kind of a Deus Ex Machina because the AI allows their plan to work. But because of how many build trench scrolls the AI gives out before this, it also kind of feels like this was always the AI's plan.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. The AI wants you to figure out its bullshit. There's a reason it made sperm, like, individual souls. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't necessarily know that the AI foresaw what Carl was going to do with that, but...
What do you mean? It literally gave them that, it gave them the trench scrolls, and it set up this whole thing in a way that, like, I don't know how you could read that and think that the AI did not have at least an outline of this plan.
That's fair.
And it felt like it wanted them to figure it out.
Yeah.
It wants it to be fair. It doesn't give a fuck if they die. But...
So Carl has to message the entire world and tell them to stop fighting and let people who have keys just go to the next floor. Mm-hmm. And that they're all gonna live. They're gonna do a plan, and as many people as possible are gonna live, and there's just no reason to fight. And it takes some work. It takes Prepotente chiming in. Like, it definitely takes some effort on a bunch of crawlers' parts to convince people to do this, but ultimately, people don't want to kill each other. You know, like Quan CH does, but people don't want this to be awful. And so he gets everybody on the same side, and you know, he realizes, like, hey, being alone is what causes the problems, right? Being isolated in this is what breaks you. It's what broke Quan CH, was that he was alone in this, right? And we get a message back from Lee Jun telling Carl that Lucia helped them survive. but also that Lucia is definitely going to kill Donut and Mongo, so that's not great. Donut finally gets something from her sponsor. And everyone teleports to Carl. Lucia passed off, before talking to Li Jun about killing Donut, passed off the doggy door personal space upgrades. So you are now able to fast travel through our guild to wherever people from our guild have already been. They killed most of the big player killers in book 5, I think. That's true. A lot of the big player killers have been killed off. But yeah, so the doggy door upgrade allows you to go through other people's doors, which allows us to kind of go wherever we've been in the past. This is not usually available to crawlers this early in the dungeon. It's usually a later floor thing. But Lucia Mar has a bunch of shit that is bullshit, and so she passes these off and is nice to us for once. Everyone shows up. Ellie, Amani, Louie, and the team. We get Chris and Florin back. Florin went down.
Has gone down already.
Florin went down. We get Chris and Batista back. Batista and Katya are a little on the rocks. Mm-hmm. Batista does not want Katya to use the Lotus.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want her to be gone, because he probably will never see her again, because the chances of him surviving to the 12th floor are not super high. Yeah.
Yep.
Jared Poulter says, is Lucia the last living big crawler antagonist at this point? Well, no, Katya, obviously, on the next floor is a problem. We have to kill her, or she has to kill us.
No, or we just need to, like, send her ahead, or get her pregnant somehow.
Batista, get to it. Pop that cervix.
No.
That's how pregnancy works, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, if you're hitting the cervix, you're definitely doing it right. Jesus Christ.
So, everyone's here. It's time to go and raid the tower. Amiyan. Okay, so. God, talking about the end of this book is so hard. There's so many things going on.
Things get a little messy. So, chat, if we miss anything, just let us know.
Ask us questions for the recap, and we'll go back to it. Amiyan is a giant demon. It is spewing hellfire into the sky to attempt to cast a spell to send it back to Sheol. The way that this works is it has to consume souls of living things nearby. It needs way too many spells because of how powerful it is.
Souls, yeah.
So he is pleading with Isalti to let him go. Isalti is a god who is possessing Inez, but isn't currently possessed by his sponsor, because the sponsor wasn't supposed to take over Isalti until a later floor, but Isalti is always sponsored by the same person, so that person is currently checking their contract to see if they can get their money back. Isalti is inside of Inez, so we have to kill Inez to break the control of Isalti over Amiyan, so that Amiyan can get more powerful, so that its spell can hit the whole world. But the problem is there aren't enough souls in the world, and so we need a crab to jerk off in the ocean, which requires Patrick Warburton to neg the crab.
Yeah.
Which is that's amazing.
That was one of the craziest things I have ever read. I do love that when Donut summons Alpha Carl, that Alpha Carl's like super like chill and friendly, and it's like, hey man, like everything's fine. It's all gonna be cool. It's great. This is awesome.
Hey, you've done a good job here. Crab, beat your meat.
So Raoul the crab is like, I need baby seals to jerk off.
Oh well, we kind of skipped over a bunch of stuff. We should get to. We skipped over some stuff.
You're right. Chris is demolishing we have to get there. The church so that they can get to the gate, etc., etc. So they go to find Inez. Ellie and Amani are helping people escape. There's the Sluggalos are fighting the zombies. And then there's this moment where Donut is trying to cast the possession spell on the zombies to make them fight their fellow people, but then Ellie casts a different spell that fucking annihilates everybody instead because Samantha's there. Or no, it's either Samantha's there or the god is something is amplifying magic right now. Right?
Samantha is amplifying magic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I was yeah. I'm pretty sure it is Samantha. She just has no idea what the fuck is going on or is pretending not to.
So Ellie levels up to like 73. Donut finishes her like 10-minute spell. Oh, because Donut starts to cast a spell. She basically is ritual casting a spell in D&D. And it's going to take 10 minutes. And the Sluggalos just start the fight early because they are Leroy Jenkins in it, I guess. And Carl's like, don't say that out loud. Say it. So then Ellie has to cast Grapple, which destroys everything. She levels up like crazy. Mm-hmm. Donut's spell finishes, and it almost looks like Donut's spell did nothing. Donut is furious until Carl's like, I mean, some of those birds are fighting each other. And Donut's like, fuck yeah, I got the birds.
Yeah, we got the birds, so that's totally fine. Birds. Carl puts Inez to sleep.
With the nighty-night wand.
Yep, great and name. Then Louis kills her because Louis is like, I already have a player skull. Let me take care of this. Now,
Louis had to kill people to get here.
Yes.
To get past the last fight.
Now, in doing that, there was a symbol above Inez's head that nobody saw right away, and it turns out that Louis becomes marked for death by Salty.
The vinegar bitch.
Yes, and then enters the realm.
Which turns all of our potions to vinegar.
Yes, but if she leaves, then the potions get stronger. So, like, that's cool, I guess.
Carl plants potions. He's like, if we survive.
Yeah. So, Salty's sponsor is not there yet. It is just a Salty. And then Samantha is, like, distracting so that Louis can get out.
So then Carl takes a running leap off of the building and grabs Samantha by her pigtails and flies to the beach.
Yeah.
Everyone else fights and tries to survive. The Foxa building in Cuba is slowly getting destroyed floor by floor as Amiyan's body just destroys it.
Yeah.
Carl gets to the beach and summons Alpha Carl and Raul.
Because so a deck battle starts between Amiyan, Ysalti, and the rest of them.
Right, and so Ysalti has upgraded versions of Inez's deck.
Yeah.
The end of this book is so
it's
fucking
so complicated
crazy.
Because
it's so good.
They want Amiyan to run out of his cards, but they want Ysalti to like keep her cards so she can't use her magic.
Because if Ysalti runs out of cards, she can use her actual spells, which will just nuke everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So Carl has to go take care of this.
They use a switch spell which makes Carl the deck master and lets Donut use her spells in combat.
Yeah.
Which is fucking brilliant.
Love it.
This is a fun card mechanic that I didn't mind it wasn't set up earlier.
Yeah. Midnight Express.
Yeah.
That one worked really well. Carl has Alpha Carl and Raul at the beach and needs Raul to make a lot of sperm, I guess.
And he needs
Now, it is
baby
interesting
seals.
that the sperm counts as a soul when it leaves his body and not before.
Oh, like you're saying that technically the souls are already in his testicles?
Well, yeah. So I mentioned this in the reaction. But if you've ever watched Legally Blonde, this moment is amazing because Elle Woods wins her like mock case in school because fucking what's his face? Warner is arguing that a man should have visiting rights to a child that he didn't know about because all of his sperm, every single one is, like a person and blah, 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 whatever it is. And Elle Woods is like, okay, well then if, unless your defendant kept track of every masturbatory emission made, then that doesn't work because otherwise by his definition, the rest are called reckless abandonment. And literally like that reminded me of this scene because the AI decided to make each and maybe I don't know if it's only crab sperm.
Yeah.
I think it's only crab sperm for some reason. But yeah, each sperm has its own soul and therefore crab ejaculation has millions of souls in it.
Hell yeah. And he needs baby seals. The baby seals aren't erotic though. which is a good thing. He doesn't need to fuck a baby seal, which would have been too much.
He's like, no, not like that. He's like, but usually seals hang out around where we'd make our babies.
Because they eat this.
Because they try to eat
eggs.
them. Yeah. So, that was a wild thing.
And then Patrick Warburton as Alpha Carl
is like,
I love that he calls Carl little brother.
Yeah.
I found that very funny. I was like, you guys are the same person, but okay.
Yeah. But he's like upset at Raoul for like not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And then Raoul's like, wait, no, actually, yes, keep yelling at me. It's working.
Yeah. Beat your meat. Why can't you come?
Yeah, it's I don't know if I've ever laughed harder at a book in my life.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And just like I said in the reaction, it's so much funnier that it is Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Like, they aren't the same person. Alpha Carl has better hair. That's very funny.
You're right. But Carl has to now grow his hair back because he loses it all, so maybe he'll get Alpha Carl hair.
Maybe he'll get Alpha Carl hair. It is genuinely one of the funniest chapters in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Also in this chapter, Donut casts Why Are You Hitting Yourself on Amion, the giant demon, and it works. Carl realizing that Alpha Carl is going to do his best to get that crab to come. Wild. He teleports himself back into Samantha's Nussie. And so Carl needs to power up Amion. He needs to make Amion stronger. And what makes demons stronger? Sheol fire. Carl can activate his footsteps across the entire realm with regular fire. But if he's below 5% health, he can make it all Sheol fire, right? So, or no. If he's under 5% health, he can activate the fire. And if something is going, there's something in the area that's causing all fire to become Sheol fire. That's what it is.
No, I think
I'm right. Something is causing all fire to be Sheol fire. He just needs...
I thought because he worshipped Empress, that if he got under 5%...
I can't remember. There's something going on.
It's Sheol fire.
The Sheol fire is because of his scavenger's daughter patch. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
I knew there was
Sheol
another
fire.
condition.
Yeah.
The Amion's effect on the scavenger's daughter patch is making the Sheol fire. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
God, this is fucking complicated. I don't know how Matt Dinniman remembers all this shit. So, Carl wants Alpha Carl to beat the shit out of him until he's under 5%, but Alpha Carl is nice now, so he won't do it. So Carl teleports himself into Samantha so that her Nussie juices burn him enough that he can activate the Sheol fire and set up Amion to be powerful enough for the spell to save everyone.
Yeah.
The problem is, Carl's been a lot of places, and Carl gets most places by walking. And so he lights the cube on fire, and also Florida and parts of Iowa.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, it's fine.
Perfectly foolproof plan.
Yeah, we just lit, a state, a city, and a country on fire.
Yeah.
With demon fire from hell.
Yeah, no big deal.
What could go wrong?
It's totally fine.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
It's so then Carl realizes he's like very confused as to what's happening outside because he's inside of Samantha.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that the demon has grabbed Samantha and is hitting himself with
she gets caught out of the air.
Yeah. So they have to end that spell, and Carl's able to ask if he knows who killed Empress's son, and Amion is like, yeah, actually, I was there when the deal was struck, so if you help me kill my 3 brothers, I will tell you. Which means we gotta go on a god-killing quest. So that's fun. That random homeless shelter is now on fire. That he, rode his bike to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gas station...
Yeah.
Where that dog is alone.
His dad's trailer.
Probably blew up. Oh, his dad's trailer's definitely on fire.
Well, it was on fire twice.
It's on fire twice?
Yeah. Damn. That sucks.
Yeah. So, everything's bad. But also the church would be on fire where Chris is currently working. That's bad. Sorry, everyone. So we strike a deal. We now have to kill 3 demons in hell on the 15th floor in order to satisfy Emberis's quest. I don't know how that's going to work. but we'll figure that out in a later book.
Well, we now have 50,000 former crawlers.
I don't think they're making it past floor 9. I think they're there for the one floor. Because they're mercenaries. I don't think they're like crawlers again.
Well, gods become not immortal on the 9th floor, right? So if they show up in that realm, they can be killed.
Right, but the demons. We would have to summon demons from hell, not gods.
Yeah, also able to be killed.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
If something's worth burning, it's worth burning twice.
There you go.
It's good. That's funny. Don't tell the arsonists that. So Amani and Tran are deeply fucked as we get back to the group. And Donut, thinking that she is doing a good, tries to combine She Maria and Alpha Carl to get them out of her hand. To finish off her hand. The problem is She Maria kills Alpha Carl as this is happening. And so She Maria and Carl, real Carl, get merged into one person.
Because Carl is considered a minion of Princess Donut in these fights.
And then the worst thing ever happens.
Yeah, the worst thing that's ever happened ever.
The most disgusting chapter. Carl loses his personhood and mixes with She Maria. She takes complete control over him. Threatens everyone, burns the shit out of Mongo and Katya, stabs Lee Jun's eyeball out with a fucking needle, eats it. Carl has to taste Lee Jun's eyeball, and then she tattoos her soul onto Carl's skin, finally revealing what the fucking yam was for. So that he now has a blinking eye on his chest that is She Maria, and she's with...
She's always with us.
Yeah.
She's always there.
It's fucked up, man. We learn a lot about our powers and what we can do with it. But at the same time, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So many other things happen. We skipped over Salty being killed. Pause gets credit for killing a Salty.
Right. Because his card gets... No.
His card gets pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
His card gets pulled and he gets brought out. Katya gives him the bolt that makes gods and lose their vulnerability for 60 seconds. And then he blows up, blowing off a Salty's head. And so he kills a literal god.
Yeah. God killer.
God killer.
Yeah.
What a fucking way to go out. What a final act.
Yeah.
Pause God killer, which removes the control over Amion, which allows Amion to make the deal with us. The end of this book is so fucking crazy. It's so good, right? It's so fucking good. I enjoy it so much. It is difficult to like talk through in sequence because like it's chaos. It's so chaotic. And it's at a scale these books have never been at. And we still have the broken arrow. We still have the arrow, yes. Katya gets it back.
Wait, I thought we got it back because it didn't break. Or am I...
I think Arzu means broken in terms of mechanics. It's like a broken mechanic.
Yes.
But it is actually...
Yeah. Sorry, I was like, wait, no. You're right.
Unfortunately, while She Maria takes control of Carl, she uses his items. And one of the things that happens is Mongo's wing gets burned off. And Katya loses an arm.
Yeah.
She can make a new arm, but it's not her real arm. I think she lost her real arm.
She very well could have.
And so, we're getting a little bit into the Theseus's ship here. Is it Theseus's ship?
No idea what you're talking about.
What you guys know the ship I'm talking. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, it's the concept of like if you replace every plank of wood on a ship one at a time, the ship of Theseus. Yeah, I'm right. If you replace every plank of wood on a ship one at a time, is the ship that you have on the other end of it still Theseus' ship? Or is it a different ship?
Oh, okay.
Right? Like it's like the concept of like Katya can make arms and stuff, but is she still Katya if she's losing pieces of herself? It's in WandaVision. Yeah, it's literally a plot point in WandaVision. It's like brought up as a That's interesting. So I'm worried about Katya losing more parts of herself.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping she eats that lotus and goes down to the 12th floor because I don't want to kill her on the next floor. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen.
So Carl ends up with the Eye of the Bedlam Bride in his chest. They like fall through the floor into this like cavernous space in the building, and Lee Na jumps down and is trying to help him, and like it's a really awful scene. Like She Maria is at first pretending to be Carl and that everything's fine, but then is like threatening everyone and is like, if you come any closer, I'm gonna kill you all. Like,
yeah,
she's the worst.
She's like, you were planning on betraying me, so now I'm gonna make it so that you don't. It's a really fucked up sequence, and Carl ends up passing out.
Just hoping the 50,000 crawlers coming down can help us get rid of her.
Yeah.
I am a little worried, though, that Carl, the powers he's going to get from her are going to be enough that Carl doesn't do it. It's like the slugs, right? He didn't go to the healer because he saw a way to use it. I'm a little worried that Carl is going to have that same feeling of like, oh, I can use this for now. I'll deal with it later. He has the ring still.
Yep, 100%.
Like, Carl is a bit of a gambler on this shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it's mostly paid off so far, but it's getting a little weird. They should have ripped her card before now.
Yeah.
They should have just ripped the card and replaced it with something else. There were other options.
The thing is, she was so powerful that she was just murdering everybody. And they gamble.
Yeah.
And this is the result of that, unfortunately. Yeah. So Carl passes out and wakes up, and they're fleeing. They get a timer so that they know that the teleport spell is going to happen. Carl has got to get under the stairwells and be sucked away. It's not going to be pleasant. Some people might get seriously hurt doing this, but at least that it's a risk, you know, there's a chance. So it seems to be worth it for most people. Then we get into a bunch of faction war stuff.
Before that, though, I want to bring up
sure.
One of my favorite things about this beginning of this chapter is that Carl, they go to the safe room for a second, and or is it after? It might be no. It has to be while they're still alive.
I don't remember them going to a safe room, so
they do though at some point because. Oh, maybe it's before all of this? We might have skipped over it. There's a point where Carl talks about how Mordecai has flipped the number back on in the safe room.
After all this, I think.
After they go down?
Oh.
No, it can't be after they go down.
Yeah, no, it has to be after.
I can't remember when it happens. But basically,
yeah, why am I...
Carl, I can't remember when it happens, but Carl is commenting on the fact that at the end of the floor was supposed to be... They go back to a safe room so Samantha can go to the next one. Yeah. They go back to... I was right. I was just right the first time.
No,
they have to send Samantha to the training room so that she can come with them.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I have too much faith in you, man. You sometimes lead me astray.
Yes. With my womanly wiles.
You have so many wiles.
Yeah.
You're all wild up. I'm wifed up. You're wild up. It's a crazy time over here. God. So they go to the safe room and Mordecai's flipped the number back on. And it's in the 30,000s. But they started at this floor at 37,000.
Yeah.
And they're ending at 32.
Yeah.
They only lost 5,000 crawlers on the whole floor.
Yeah, which Carl's like, in any other normal circumstance, that would still be tragic. But like for this... For what it means, from what he knows from the cookbook, from what he knows from Mordecai from previous seasons. This is, like, unprecedented.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really cool that they managed to save so many people. And not everyone is maybe going to survive the weird going through the stairwell things, but it's better than nothing.
And author Steve Rowland did die by being sucked to hell by a demon, which is terrible, and Don Quixote is very sad about it.
That actually was very sad.
Also, there's so much to talk about that we skipped over. Don Quixote's weapon of choice now is a sock full of nickels. That is just amazing.
Yeah.
Don't ever try that. You will hurt someone very badly.
Yeah.
Don Quixote is so sad, which makes me sad because he should be happy. I want all strippers to be happy, man.
Yeah.
It's basically Nightblood as a sock.
Wow. Yeah, a cum sock full of nickels.
I was trying not to say the cum part, but okay, yes.
And it
is a crusty jizz sock that will talk to you.
Yeah, it does talk.
What does a jizz sock sound like in Don Quixote's head? Give us a little bit of the voice.
I think that I'm not equipped for that.
You know what? It is a crusty gym sock. I'm gonna assume it sounds like RFK Jr.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You gotta eat your raw meat, raw milk.
Yeah, it sounds like it's almost about to come at all times.
You think he sounds like he's almost about to come at all times?
Yeah, it's that weird strain in your voice when you're like, you know, like that's what his voice kind of sounds like a little bit.
Wow, I hate it.
Yeah,
I hear him as Scrooge McDuck. That's good. Scrooge McDuck is very funny.
Incredible.
Who's richer than a cum sock? You know what I mean? Everybody. It sounds like the juicer from the first floor. That's funny. Oh my god,
yeah, fair.
The AI just starts to like recycle voices.
So we get to the stuff about faction wars, and they're Carl and Donut, they propose an emergency action because they're about to go down the stairs early.
Yeah.
Right? And because everyone's being a little bitch, that we need to make this totally fair for everybody and have the audience vote on the proposed actions.
Because Carl and Donut won't be there to do it.
Exactly.
So you get 3 emergency referendums as a faction war sponsor. These are not voted on by everybody. These are just decisions the AI gets to make. And so the AI chooses to allow this to happen. And so all of the votes go out to the public, including, with 98% success, the...
making it lethal for everybody. Turning off the protections.
Making it lethal. So everyone is the same level of safety. If you die, you die.
The NPCs also get to have a faction.
Yeah, there's a 10th faction.
Yeah.
The assumption that they're going to be on the crawler side to me is not the smartest assumption, and I don't think it's going to be the case. I think the NPC's argument is going to be that crawlers have killed so many NPCs that they actually can't work together, and I think that it's going to be a twist in the next book that we actually, like, Juicebox wants to work with us, but the rest of the NPCs under her don't want to. And so, like, we are working with Juicebox kind of under the table, but there is more crawler NPC friction than everyone expects.
I don't know. I think it's tough because I think that a lot of the NPCs, if they are sentient and remember what's happened and understand how the dungeon works, would kind of understand that they've been pitted against each other by the greater enemy.
Sure, but the crawlers that did the damage to them for hundreds of years are all coming back. The crawlers that you remember killing you are about to return.
Yeah, but they're not dead. To me,
yeah.
if I were an NPC, I would be far less upset about being killed over and over again by people who were forced to be there than the person who was forcing me to be there and did not treat me as an individual and a person.
I'm not saying that they're... I wouldn't be surprised if they team up at the beginning. But I think the, like, assumption that they're going to be allies to the end, I don't know is true.
I think there might be some, like, offshoots of some NPCs, that are like, nah, fuck these guys, for sure. But I cannot... I don't think there is a way that them being, like, on total opposite sides of one another would work for me logically. Because I would just be screaming at the book, like, bigger picture, guys. Like, come on.
Embry says, I'm not sure all of them would. It's not always simple to have a logical response to emotional trauma. I agree with that. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, which is why I don't think it would be the faction as a whole, but I do think that there will be individuals or small groups of people that are like, nah, fuck these guys. And that I do understand, but...
Embry says, I feel like after years as a stripper, you develop nose blindness to a certain extent. I doubt the crawlers in the Desperado Club are particularly hygienic. I don't know about that, because they have, like, super showers and stuff, so I feel they're pretty clean most of the time. But you're right. I've never been a stripper. No one wants that.
I don't think you... How many people liked your baguette photos?
It was because funny.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I don't know if you get nose blindness after a while. I would hope so, for your sake. The super shower is only for the top 1%. I feel like most of the people left are the top 1%, though. Early on, it was definitely worse.
We're talking about the...
Super shower.
No, we're talking about the people from the Penis Parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in the 1%.
No, the crawlers going in. The crawlers who are left are definitely are the top. The crawlers who are left in the crawl, if you're like 30,000 out of, what was it, 13 million at the beginning, you are talking about the top.
Like, not in terms of wealth. I mean, we know from a debt that, like, unless you were able to negotiate rights as a citizen.
We're talking about the crawlers going to the strip club in the game right now. What that we're not talking about after. I'm talking about the people.
The crawlers going to the game.
The people watching the strippers in the Desperado Club are current crawlers, right?
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the crawlers that were coming back to the game.
No, we're talking about the strippers and we're talking about who is frequenting the Desperado Club strip club right now.
It doesn't exist.
Sorry,
I'm confused. We need
to let's just abort out of this conversation. Jared Poulter brings up a very funny moment when he says, "I am a couple minutes behind, but the stock giving financial advice is so funny." Yeah, Don Quixote. I can't remember the exact line, but he's like, "I don't know what a Roth IRA is." I laughed so hard in the audiobook reaction at that. Like, genuinely. Or, no, I don't know what a mutual fund is. Was so funny.
Yeah.
It's one of the best jokes. Like, individual jokes in the series.
Yeah. Yeah. So Faction Wars is going to look a lot different.
Donut receives a celestial box from her sponsor.
Oh my god, right. Yeah, that's going to be...
A little Celesti.
Expensive. Oh, and I think
they're all going to die, so.
Louis also has a celestial box.
Oh, because he
survived being marked for death. Yeah, 100%.
Didn't we survive being marked for death at one point? No, he outlived a god who hasn't marked for death.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Right. Yeah, not the garbage truck people. Donut. Talking shit about former crawlers. How dare you?
I know. She has no idea. It's just very funny.
She's very rude. She's a rude cat.
Yeah.
I don't like her very much.
That's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie.
It's a straight up lie. Anyways, yeah, we get teleported to the 9th floor.
It works.
It does. It works.
And everyone else has to wait. So the crazy thing is, it's not like all the crawlers go at the same time. It's a wave that slowly passes over the Earth. And so they're like, oh yeah, in Papua New Guinea, it's going to take them like 4 days. They're just going to sit there and wait for days. I'm worried about what the AI is going to do to those crawlers if it gets bored in those days. Like, what weird shit does it send their way? Because it's like, nothing's happening. New achievement. All the creatures on Earth are going to siege your position for the next 80 hours.
God, Jesus Christ.
You have to survive. Because wouldn't that be what happens? Like, wouldn't that be what the AI does? Is like, you have to survive until...
Yeah, I mean, no one has a key, though, so...
What?
Like...
What does that have to do with it?
Like, the crawlers don't need to fight each other.
Yeah, that's why it's going to send, like, a bunch of random mobs at them.
So I thought you said that they're going to see, like, where the other people... Oh, okay.
No, siege.
Oh, okay. I was like...
The AI's going to lay siege on the remaining people so that they have to fight to survive until the time expires above them. Because when it's happening, Carl gets the, like, 30-minute timer in his thing, right?
Yeah. But again, I do think that the AI wanted them to figure out its, like, silly, like, games, right?
Yeah, but it still wants the show to be interesting. And so, like, sending, like, waves of enemies at them for days leading up to when their thing happens is, I think, good television.
Yeah.
Right? Temple of the Gods brings up Carl's speech to the universe about all the citizens hating their leaders enough to vote against them is amazing. Well, and I was going to talk about that in the epilogue, but Carl brings up this really interesting point of, like, you're never going to feel safe again. Not just because you're not safe on the next floor, but even if you survive, even if we don't kill you, and we're going to kill you.
People want you dead.
You're going to go home knowing that they all voted for you to die.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's such a great monologue.
Yeah, he's like, we already won. And in a way, they did. This is a huge win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's massive. It's so cool. And some of the other votes are more not more interesting, are interesting in very different ways. There's one that's like, we have to expand the field because so many people are going to be involved.
Yeah.
Because the 150,000 mercenaries are allowed down, and then the 50,000 crawlers. There's 200,000 more people than should be there.
Yeah.
Which is going to be wild. Because how many people were supposed to be there to begin with?
I don't know.
Also, how are you, like, expanding the field? I don't understand the mechanics of how the inside of the Earth looks right now at all.
Yeah, well, yeah, they got a lot of material, I
They're
guess.
just in the crust, just, like, shifting stuff around.
Yeah, I guess.
We cut to the epilogue. A flashback. Oh, and like 25,000 more crawlers than there should have been. Yeah, because there's only supposed to be like 5 to 8,000 left at this point.
Yeah.
So the crawlers should have been 5,000 and they're going to be like 85,000. That's nuts. Way to go, team.
Hell yeah.
Go humans.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love humans, man. Cut back to Agatha. All along. Bum, 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 bum. She is talking to herself a little bit about how her and the other residuals, because she's on one side of the residuals, not the side that the guy who gave us the speech in the homeless shelter.
Yeah, there's like different factions of residuals.
They are both trying to recruit the AI. It turns out that so Agatha's cause is trying to free the eulogist so that it can go back to sleep. Sure. I'm assuming that basically my understanding based on what we've read is the eulogist is the AI that's running the center of the universe, and Agatha doesn't want it to be enslaved by the galaxy. And so she wants it to go back to sleep, but it can't be asleep as long as there's sentient life. And so she wants to kill everybody in existence. But so it can go to bed.
Yeah?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and like the other faction of the guy that was like speaking in the shelter, they just want to like delete this universe and like take as many people with them. But also Agatha reveals that they just gave a bunch of like random incorrect information.
Yeah, the speech is a bunch of gobbledygook. Because they didn't want the crawler to get killed. It was their attempt to save the crawler's life.
Yeah.
It works, right? Like, the crawler isn't killed.
Uh-huh.
But we find out that Claris's big prediction was correct.
Yeah, so the AI is a primal.
Yeah, the AIs are all primals.
Yeah.
That are being enslaved, so...
Yeah, yeah. They're just like baby programs who are, there's no child labor laws.
Kind of reincarnated, though. It's it is weird. They have like existed and are going to exist again. They're sort of like the Archaics from Strixhaven.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. And so then we cut over to the garbage ship from Long Haul Biological Waste, where Tippett, Rosetta, and a team of 50,000 former crawlers are waiting to join the crawl. I'm surprised Rosetta's okay.
They got the fuck out of there, you know?
Yeah, Temple of the Gods, we did talk about Ren's death scene way back on that chapter. It's one of my favorite chapters in the entire series.
Yeah.
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 If there's one audiobook reaction to watch, it would be watch me cry through that whole thing.
Yeah. No, it was beautiful. Yeah. No, I think that I think someone said it in chat that the AI approved the mercenaries coming in because it has to have known that these former crawlers were coming back too. Right? Like,
yeah, because it wanted a sense of fairness. The interesting thing is because the rule with the mercenaries is that they're allowed in if they're divided evenly among the factions, right? And so each faction is going to get about 20,000 mercenaries because there's 8 factions.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting 50K. So we're going to be the biggest faction by a lot.
By far. Although the NPC faction might be like...
Sure, but how many of them are real combatants, right?
I don't know. But they're, in just sheer volume, they might be more.
And will the NPC faction blame Carl for flooding the Rockos and killing a bunch of people?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Right? Like, is the difficulty between Carl's faction, the Princess Posse, and the NPCs going to be that there are a bunch of NPCs who blame Carl and Donut for the lower levels of Laracos getting everyone killed?
Could be.
Because he did that, right? Like,
yeah.
Carl has made a bunch of decisions that have mass murdered NPCs in this dungeon.
Yeah.
And they might not trust him. Like, even if they don't want to not work with them, there might just be that pushback of like, hey, like, you're willing to use us. And we don't know that we can trust you.
Yeah.
You don't see our deaths as real. So why would we fight alongside you? Is going to be an interesting, I think, question that they're going to have to solve. There's so much. Like, the next book has so many problems we have to solve. The Blood Sultanate stuff, obviously.
Yep.
We have so many people we gotta kill. Do we trust the NPCs? How do we keep people alive? I don't know, man. It's gonna be bloody. I think the next book's gonna be sad.
Yeah. We also, I don't know about if it's going to be on the next floor, but we do have to kill 3 demon brothers now.
We have to kill 3
so
demon brothers.
That's fun. Yeah. That's...
Yeah. Also, gravity is now going to be different so that we can siege people from farther away. That was voted on.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be fucking weird, but...
The ceiling is gonna be higher.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good for the Chistera, I guess. We need to finish Katya's rehab.
That's also true, and figure out what to do with the flower. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Also, like, Lucia Marr.
Yeah.
Do we bring her into our faction, or does she join up with one of our enemies? Who gets conscripted is going to be a real fucking...
Yeah.
Because you're going to... Like, the hope is that everyone of the crawlers signs up to be on our team.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the hope. So that, because I think that once you're in an army, you can't be conscripted. And so the protection is that you join us. But if you don't join us, like, we can't save you.
I don't remember. I don't know how the conscription thing works. So I actually don't know if that would save you.
I'm pretty sure once you're conscripted, you're conscripted. Like, I don't think the conscription spell steals you from another faction. There might be a spell that does that, but I don't think I don't think you can override a conscription spell with a conscription spell. Right?
Well, it wouldn't be 2 spells. It would just be you enlisting.
Yeah, I guess more that, like, I guess in my head it's more that, like, you would get the conscripted status, and then once you have the conscripted status, the conscripted spell doesn't work on you.
I have no idea.
Right? I don't know either. I'm just hoping that that's the case, because, like, if you can steal conscriptions, the crawlers are so deeply fucked, because we don't have the ability to steal you back. Well, no, we do. Previtente has the... We have someone who has a conscription spell, right?
I don't know.
Can't remember. I feel like there's someone who can. Oh, no, it's... Yeah, of course we do. It's our, fucking... it's not Blue Steel. What's his name? Damascus. Damascus can do it, right? Dr. Bones can do it. Nope, I knew it was one of the strippers. It's not one of the strippers. Dr. Bones can do it. Brooke, the Soul King, has the conscription spell. So, like, I guess we can use Dr. Bones to get crawlers back if they get conscripted. Do we conscript Lucia Marr to force her off the field if she doesn't want to join up? It feels deeply fucked to do that to a kid, but also, if we conscript her and make her not fight,
yeah,
are we doing the right thing by not forcing her to fight when one of the other factions is going to force her to fight?
Right, yeah.
Right? Like, I understand that that's, like, morally complicated, but is it better to...
Like, keep her away, keep her from killing anybody else.
Yeah. Do we conscript her and then put her in a room with Florin and have him, like, work on her mental health? It's one of those weird moral questions that I think we deal with a lot now of, like, you know, we don't really have, like, asylums anymore. Because just, like, putting mentally ill people in an asylum morally is very complicated. But also, like, there are people who are hurting people, and, like, what do you do with them?
They go to jail.
I know, but is sending a mentally ill person to prison the right move, right?
Not usually.
And so it just gets really complicated. I understand why the asylum system existed, because I understand the thinking behind it. Now, they were underfunded, and a lot of really manipulative and awful people ended up in those places. But, like, you can see a world where, like, if an asylum system is run by people who actually have the best...
the interests of the people in there at heart, yeah.
You can see why it would be the best system. It just never was.
Yeah.
But we need something, you know what I mean? Like, there's people who need help.
Yeah.
She's already being controlled, I think, by the dog. Yeah, but can we conscript that out of her? Do we kill her dog to save her? That's fucked.
She said you killed the wrong one, so yeah, we might have to kill Gustav.
Oh, we gotta kill a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Donut's gonna
Gustavo.
fucking jizz.
Jesus Christ. It's not a Cocker Spaniel. It doesn't count.
I don't think that matters, sir. I think she's pretty okay with dogicide. Pupicide? What would be the aside of dog killing a dog? Canines? Caninecide?
Caninecide.
Yeah, we're gonna go commit some caninecide.
Love it. Yeah. Yep. Oh, wow.
Puppercide is awful. That's mean. Any final thoughts? I feel like we breezed through today. I was so worried about how much was happening that we went really fast. I feel like we skipped stuff and now we ended too early.
Well, I'm trying to. That's what I was trying to think on. Is like, did we actually skip anything? And like, I don't actually think so. I think we just like
we skipped some
chugged
details
along.
for sure.
Well, okay.
We didn't have too many tangents today. I'm sorry, guys. I know you love the tangents. I can do 20 minutes on some random topic right now if you'd like.
Just anything. Improv game right now. Nerdy talks for 20 minutes on blank. We did skip Formidable's point of view.
Oh my god,
yeah.
Right.
No, you're right. I did forget about that. I thought about it earlier and then I forgot it recently. But Princess Formidable is like, hey guys, these safety measures that we have put in place are specifically for moments like this.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, nah, it's fine.
Well, that's not what they're saying. They're saying, no, we can't do that because a third of the galaxy's wealth is on system. And if we kill them all, the subsequent destruction. They bring up a really interesting point of like our real world that I think people undervalue is like Elon Musk can't die anytime soon. If Elon Musk dies tomorrow, the devastation that would hit the stock market from the sell-off of Tesla and SpaceX would be devastating for people. And I hate to say this, but this is just like a functional reality, right? If Trump were to die tomorrow, you know what I mean? There are people who want him to die every day. I see it. People are like, he hasn't tweeted in 7 hours. Did it happen? The financial fallout of that would be really bad, especially right now with the state the economy's in. We're living in this weird...
Why? Well, you would have someone come in and anyone would do better than he would.
It has nothing to do with that, unfortunately. Our economy is not built on what is actually happening. Our economy is built on like all of these toothpicks of people's ideas of what could happen. And there are certain companies that if they were to dip hard really fast would cause a ripple effect. Look, I'm not...
But the problem is it's going to happen anyways. So when it happens doesn't matter.
If we don't do anything about it, yes. If we build some safeguards, we could lessen the damage.
That's not going to happen.
I agree with you.
Nobody wants to do that.
I agree with you. I understand what you're saying. Lightblind Fool says, solution, distribute his wealth evenly among the people. Seems only fair since he stole it from us. There's no wealth to distribute.
That's the problem, is it's not actual real money. It is make-believe value that people have put in their heads, and that's why the stock market does not make any sense to me. It never has, it never will, and I just think it's a bad system personally, because it's not real. It doesn't exist. It is completely, utterly fictional.
So one of this is going to get into some interesting financial thoughts. So one of the problems with Elon Musk's wealth is that it doesn't exist. It is an idea of an amount of wealth that he has.
And it exists because of who he is.
Well, but also the problem with the idea, when people are like, Elon Musk should just sell all of his shares and have all of this money. And he can't. Because as soon as Elon Musk starts selling massive amounts of shares in those companies, the value of those shares dips.
Goes down, yeah, exactly.
And so he is only worth $1 trillion if someone were willing to spend $1 trillion to buy all of his shares at the same time, which is not possible. No one can do that. And so instead, what would happen is if Elon Musk started to sell off his shares, the ripple effect of other people starting to sell off their shares would cause a flood of open shares on the market that would devalue all of those shares.
Yeah.
And the subsequent effect would be sort of this cascading.
Yeah. Now, the actual increment of that devaluing is not something we've ever seen before, and it's only something that we've predict and guess
before.
Not on this scale.
Yeah. The dot-com bubble at the end of... Yeah, the dot-com bubble burst, and it was a disaster.
I don't know. We're still here, and we're fine, so maybe it wasn't that bad.
Humans have bounced back. Yes.
So we'll bounce back from this.
We're not fine.
If Elon Musk dies, we'll get over it.
Yes, a lot of people will be hurt very badly if he were to die suddenly without warning.
Yeah, and the problem is, honestly, that the wealthiest, richest, worst people will be the most fine.
Some of them, yes. Some of them, no.
It
depends on how leveraged their positions are.
It's going to be the casuals that are like, I have a couple investments here, and it's all I got. Those people are going to be so screwed.
I mean, no, it'll be the people who will be the most screwed will be the people who are wealthy enough to have convinced banks to... So the problem with the current bubble of our economy at the moment is that a lot of the investments in the economy are not investments. They are debts to banks. And so banks have been shoring up investments with loans, essentially. If people default on those loans, those banks go under, and then we are all fucked. And so if the peel down happens very quickly of the bubble that we're in, we're more leveraged with bank debt in the stock market right now than we were in 2008 or in the dot-com bubble. And the way it would hit other people is significantly worse because people are banking on being able to use the gains on the stock market that has been growing for so long to pay off the bank debt. Right? And so the bank debt, the bank debt level being as high as it is in the stock market currently is why it is so bad if it were to completely collapse overnight. Because people won't be able to pull out of their positions above or at their bank debt level and pay back their debts. If the stock market dips below their debt level too quickly, then people are literally just not gonna be able to pay the bank, and the banks won't have money in the bank. Like that is where the run on the bank happens, and then who knows what happens next. We've never had this level of debt investment. And that's where we don't... look, as much as I hate capitalism, I don't want the collapse of the bubble to be an overnight sensation because it would just be so devastating. We need to peel it down slowly and smartly. Unfortunately, Scott Bessent is not the man to do that, who runs the Fed in the States. But there's a real debt issue right now on top of the American debt issue that if someone like Trump or Elon Musk were to die tomorrow, the peel down in the economy would have this ripple effect where it would be this cascade that...
Cascade.
Particularly because of the fertilizer shortages caused by the war in Iran, would cause next year's planting season to get fucked, and then we go into a food problem. So as much as I hate Musk, I actually need SpaceX and Tesla to just kind of not be a problem stock until some of the smaller problem stocks in the AI bubbles burst first. Because if those ones go first, everyone is in real danger.
Yeah.
This bubble needs to burst slowly, or else it's gonna be like 2008 and the dot-com happening at the same time. And I'm very scared of it. Anyway, sorry. Random. I said I would do a tangent for you. There you go. Book club.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much I can really say on it because, I am not an economist. I don't really understand how it works. My ideas on this are so base level that it's bad shit's happened before. It's going to happen again. Bad things should happen to these people.
The problem...
And I know that that's very obviously, baseline, unintelligent thinking.
The problem is, for me, isn't bad shit happening to the wealthy. It is the ripple out of those effects harms the poor so much more.
That's what I said, and you said, no, that's wrong.
No, I was saying that there are people at the top who are going to be very hurt.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was
saying that, a lot of rich people are going to lose everything, But the long-term effects, and they are going to become the poor very quickly, right? The people who are heavily leveraged with bank debt will become destitute overnight if the bubble pops quickly. The best thing that could happen is a couple of the small AI IPOs start to underperform and the bubble gets dragged down over the course of 2 or 3 years. People sell out before people don't buy the dip. Everyone sees it coming, but no one freaks out. We drag down the fucking stock market slowly, and we sell out of our positions to pay back the banks, and we do not send the banks under. It is so optimistic that could happen. It is like wildly optimistic that could happen, but that would be the best thing that could happen.
So, okay, so...
If everyone defaults, though, and the banks get fucked, the American government does not have debt room to bail them out a second time, and it's...
So, I understand that if a bank goes away, that, like, your investments in that bank and, like, your, like, retirement funds and stuff would disappear, right?
Your retirement fund isn't in a bank, technically, but it would
they
be
are
in
the ones
stocks
that funds the bank, and so therefore it disappears.
What do you mean it funds the bank?
Like, the money that you give to the bank to put away for you in savings accounts goes to the bank.
No. That tends to go to the stock market. Or into bonds, or into treasuries.
Oh, so if the banks go away, then we're fine. It doesn't matter.
No. We're really fucked.
Why? They're just the middleman.
So, basically, like, our entire world runs on loans, right? Like, you take out loans for everything, for a house, for
so
cars,
if our bank went under, we still have this house. We're here in it.
All of our money would be gone.
What do you mean?
We wouldn't be able to take our money out. If it went under and they didn't have any money, we wouldn't be able to take our money out. That's why a run on the banks is so bad.
Sure, we still have our house.
Sure, but we'd have a mortgage we couldn't afford. We don't own the house.
No, because, I mean, at least for us, like, our money is, like, in Google AdSense, and we withdraw some, and now we have money again.
Oh, sure, but we would lose everything that we currently have in the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, which would be devastating. We wouldn't be able to pay our taxes.
Well, I mean, the worst that happens with that is that they just sit there being unpaid, and then you have to worry about that later.
Sure, but it just becomes a problem down the line, right?
Okay.
My hope is that people realize that AI is valuable enough that they don't pull... Let me finish my sentence.
I know. I'm just giving
valuable enough that they don't mass withdraw from AI's positions, but stop believing that it is the be-all, end-all savior for everything, and don't overinflate the value of these things.
Yeah.
If people view it as valueless, we're fucked. Jared Poulter says your first $250K in cash is FDIC insured.
I don't know what any of those words
mean. So, the FDIC is an insurance that the banks have that, like, the government will cover. I understand that it's... In
Canada?
I think it's Canada. In Canada, it's called something else.
Okay.
But our money in the bank is backed. But if the banks all go away, the government can't afford everything.
Well, I was gonna say the government.
Like, we're still fucked.
The government is already in debt. The government doesn't actually have cash, right? So how could the government give us $250,000 when that $250,000 doesn't exist? So then it becomes valueless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't.
It would. It's a safety net for a small bank going under that doesn't save us if the big bank's going under. Okay,
because that was going to be my question, Jared, is, like, it's not something that I understand, because that safety net doesn't seem like it has much value to me on that scale.
It has, so in that case, like when that Silicon Valley Bank went under last year, actually, I don't think that one was protected, but that bank was small enough that they could print enough cash to cover everyone's money without causing too much inflation because the bank was small. Okay. But if, like, TD went under, we're pretty fucked. You know what I mean? Like, if Citibank went under or, like, Bank of America went under, sure, there's FDIC protections. It doesn't mean much. Sorry, This was a long tangent about something that I think about every day. Yeah. I am hopeful that I'm hopeful that people can see the problem far enough in advance that we find a way out of it instead of just letting it go like 2008 and just having so much fuckery happen.
Yeah. Again, I wasn't intelligent in 2008, so I actually don't know what happened then. I don't remember it
Yeah.
happening. I don't remember being affected by it. I have like genuinely I have no concept of the 2008 crash.
It was bad. It was really bad.
I,
A lot of people lost a lot. A lot of good people lost a lot for no reason. And
mhm.
then the American government spent so much money trying to keep the banks from going under that we live in the debt world we live in now. Essentially.
Yeah.
Obama did his best to save the banks, and he did. And it caused that it continues to cause problems. The 2008 crash, like we don't build enough houses post 2008. We don't like it's just a problem.
So wait, how can a bank go bankrupt?
So banks don't like we have say you have $10,000 in your bank account.
Yeah.
The bank doesn't keep that $10,000
I
in
know.
your account.
Yeah.
They go use that to make money on it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is why interest exists and stuff like that. So if everyone goes to the bank at the same time and says, "I need my money out right now,"
Mm-hmm.
the bank doesn't actually have all that money in like a treasury.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like sitting there in gold bars,
Mm-hmm.
and so they can't actually give it to you, right?
Yeah.
And then so that's how it happens.
So they just so the bank then has to sell its investments to give you the cash.
If they can sell their investments. But when they start selling their investments, the investments on the open market go up, so their investments become less valuable.
Always?
Yeah. Supply and demand. The more supply is available to be bought, the less it is worth.
Yeah, but like if I had 1,000 like Smothering Tide cards and I sold them so that they were now in like kind of public distribution, I guess, so to speak.
Yes.
Like
the price of Smothering Tide would go down.
It would go down a little bit.
No, it would go down by quite a bit. Yeah, if you were to sell 1,000 Smothering Tides, it would affect the price.
Why? If I was a person like selling them, I would keep it at the price that it's at because it still has a perceived value of X amount of dollars.
Right, but
and people buy them for that amount of dollars.
But if there is say 5 Smothering Tides on the market right now,
yeah,
that can be bought. And there's more than that, and you're trying to sell 1,000 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But 1,000 people aren't buying them. You're going to start lowering, and you have to sell them. It's not that you like want to sell them. It's that you have to. And everybody knows that you have to sell them.
Why would everybody know?
Because everyone knows what's going on with the bank shit. They wouldn't be able to get away with it. So they're going to put that shit on the market. People are going to like, well, you have to sell it. I'll pay you this for it. And that's how this shit's so fucked.
Well, maybe we should
talk about the books.
Make that I mean, this was relevant. Princess Formidable is like, hey, all the wealth in the galaxy is in this spot.
I forgot how we got to this conversation.
You forgot? Oh no, that's been in my brain the whole time because I've been wondering whether or not this world has like a stock market in the way that we do because I don't actually know. We don't actually know how their money works and their like credits system works.
Yeah.
So it could mean something very similar for them or something very different for them.
I mean, even just a third of the wealth dying, just the disruption of that. Look, the war in Iran, the disruption of the war in Iran has caused us all financial pain, right? Mm. Food is so expensive.
Yeah.
And is going to start getting more scarce. The drought in the UK. Like, the UK is going to have to import almost all of its grain next year. They're not growing enough. Farmers in the UK are already feeding their livestock with their winter feed. Mm-hmm. And it's the middle of summer, right? Like there's a lot of consequences of the drought, global warming, and the fertilizer shortage. And one thing I am curious about long term is if other countries start to demand recompense from the United States for this. Like if Trump's actions in this war, and from Israel as well, because of this war being those two countries' kind of decision, if there is a point where down the line, the financial waste of this war becomes something that people start coming at the United States for. They couldn't afford it, right? Like the American debt just hit $40 trillion. So it would, there's, I guess they maybe won't do it just because there's no way for it to happen. But
yeah,
the 5 years from now, financially, everyone is going to blame the United States for all of the problems. It's going to be a really weird thing to watch as more and more like the studies come out over what this year has done to American like reputation globally. And if the American economy can't recover, which it's debatable whether it's possible for it, Americans are going to be in a really odd position of, for the first time, not being wealthy and also not being loved.
Yeah. And their reputation, is... that's going to take decades to fix.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Yeah.
It's really going to be really fascinating. And just the way in which it causes China to become, within our lifetime, probably the dominant global superpower, right? Like, China's relatively stable image globally, it's not all positive, but it is consistent. And, America's flip-flop every 4 to 8 years in its attempt to be a country globally is, I think, I don't know. It's just going to be very fascinating.
Okay, I have a kind of weird question. Marius says they would have to sell off parts of the states to repay the country, because the U.S. has its value in land. This is kind of a weird question. The United States owns... is it Puerto Rico? Is it there are
kind of.
Could it sell that? Is that a weird question? Like,
I don't know who could buy it at this point.
Sure.
Maybe it could sell it off. I don't really know who would buy it, but
yeah, because didn't Canada sell Alaska? Yeah. Okay, so it has happened. Like, it does happen.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the Tennessee Exchange. I mean, granted, a lot of the America became America by buying land from Native Americans. The deals were just very unfair.
Yeah, of course. And that's it's whole other thing, obviously.
Russia sold Alaska. Sorry, not Canada.
Russia owned Alaska?
Yeah.
How the fuck?
The Louisiana Exchange.
They're so far away.
Purchase. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay.
But again, if the person you're trying to sell to knows that you have to sell it, it becomes much more difficult, right, to sell for a good price.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. But Formidable is right? I couldn't, when Formidable was saying that, I couldn't help but thinking of something like Davos or something like that, where, do you know what Davos is?
No.
It's a meeting of a bunch of rich fucks where they talk about being rich.
Wait, what? The guy after Game of Thrones is named after a meeting of rich people?
I mean, it's just a place.
It's a place.
The meeting,
I thought it was a term, and I was like, what a weird thing.
Everyone calls it Davos, but it's Davos, Switzerland, I think. Davos World Economic Forum is the it's a bunch of rich people they get together in Geneva. Why is it called the Davos World Economic Forum then?
I don't know, but I was like, wait, the Onion Night?
But yeah, so it's a big meeting. It happens every year. They get together every year. They talk about what rich people are going to do with their money, and it's a thing of like, if someone were to, I don't think terrorists would attack it. Davos is the resort name. Oh, okay. You could possibly trade land for debt forgiveness. That's interesting.
So who do we hold who does the U.S. hold its debt to?
I mean, everyone kind of holds each other's debt. Technically, Japan holds the most U.S. debt. It would be interesting if Japan,
Couldn't they just trade debts back and it cancels each other out?
No.
Why?
Reasons.
Seems like a flaw.
It would be interesting to give Japan Hawaii.
It's already close no, that's the other direction. No, wait. No, is it? No.
It's right in the middle.
Oh, no, I don't know.
It's right in the middle.
No, I meant around the globe.
I don't know how Hawaiians would feel about that, actually. I don't think the U.S. would give them the option. The U.S. doesn't really care about Hawaiians.
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't. They don't give a fuck.
If the U.S. gave up Hawaii, they'd make it independent. I don't think they could if they gave it to Japan in order to pay off debts. I don't know that that's how that would work. I don't know, though. Maybe that's in the Charter of Hawaii or something.
No idea.
I don't know. We're talking a little above both of our pay grades here, but we love Hawaii. They don't treat Hawaiians well.
Yeah.
Tell Oprah Winfrey to start loving Hawaiians.
Yeah.
There's no one in the world I had a higher of esteem of when I was a child than Oprah, and now I think is a monster. Like, sorry, girl, but Yeah, I don't know.
Any chance Canada would buy Vermont? I don't think Canada has that kind of wealth. But if we join the euro,
we don't got that shit.
If we join the euro, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, like Europe could buy some of the states because I think California would enjoy being a part of the euro.
Yeah, probably.
Have some health insurance.
Yeah.
Matt Infante says, yeah, so much pseudoscience from Oprah. Yeah, she's really elevated a lot of like weird people, and the way she treats her property in Hawaii is just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Billionaires trying to buy up islands where people live and then make the living conditions for the people who live in those islands worse.
Yeah.
Is just so evil to me. And like, I don't know, it's crazy.
Would Canada buy Greenland if the US conquers it first?
Probably. I don't think we want it.
No, but there, yeah.
We've fully lost the plot on book club. So sorry if you're here to talk about the book. We've gone fully into...
I know, but this is kind of interesting.
Kind of. It's only kind of interesting.
No, I don't know. It's relevant, okay? It's all relevant because of what we're reading. Like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen when all of the wealthiest people in this galaxy die. By Carl's hands. Does Carl get their wealth? Like, does this world work in a, like, if you murder somebody, you get their wealth system? Because that seems like a Skull Empire vibe. You know?
Oh, that like, would be fun.
The Skull Empire feels like the kind of country that maybe is like, yeah, we kill each other and steal each other's wealth.
A significant part of the galaxy already thinks that Carl fucked one of the princes, so...
Yeah, true.
What if Carl marries Formidable and becomes... the king of the Skull Empire?
Could be. Yeah.
I think orc women are hot, so.
Yeah, hey, I'm not judging.
I'm into some weird shit, chat. Yeah, cannot wait to watch them die. Okay, so current crawlers, 32,000. How many do you think survive the 9th floor?
I'm hoping at least 20K.
I was gonna go 9.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm hoping that we keep our numbers big, you know?
I don't know. I just think the...
Well, actually, that's tough because a lot of people are fighting only to get to this point to do as much damage and kill as many people as they can. 2. There's gonna be a lot of martyring, I think, on the next floor.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, I die, but I take out 500 of these motherfuckers. I'm doing it, you know? Like...
Yep. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some bad tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no war crimes convention on what happens on the next floor for sure.
No, because they literally said the weapons, the tactics are peeled back, like the restrictions are peeled back.
Right, they're allowed to do shit that they weren't previously allowed to do.
Yeah. So there's gonna be some real fucked up shit.
Carl marries all the mothers whose pictures he received to secure their wealth, and then Samantha kills all the mothers.
Hey!
That's so funny!
You know what? That's a great payoff. I love that.
Carl marries your mom, then Samantha kills your mom.
Yeah.
That's how they conquer the galaxy.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what Odette does as a god. You know, like...
Yeah.
That's gonna be really interesting because... Excuse me. You know, she's been upfront about her motivations, but obviously how honest she is up to interpretation.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be fucking shit up.
Yeah.
In a good way and a bad way. I think Odette might, like, ruin a plan at some point, you know? Like, get in the way because she wants revenge.
I don't know. I think that Odette is gunning for the 12th floor.
Probably.
And so I think that she's gonna get pulled into the 9th at some point. But she's not going to have, like, plans and stuff, right? Like, she's...
Gods get summoned and pulled onto earlier floors so easily in this game.
100%, yeah.
That I think there's going to be some fuckery for sure.
I agree. Yeah, I just think that her mind is going to be on floor 12. If it's going to help her on floor 12, she'll do it. If it's not, she won't.
Sure, yeah.
If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. I know I was going to... Okay. High-low. Clarence, what's your high for the final third of the book?
There's so many.
Yeah.
I know what yours is gonna be.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick oh no, wait. Now I've convinced myself that I was wrong at what yours is gonna be.
I said mine at the beginning of the
Yeah,
podcast.
and it's everyone coming back.
No, it's the crab coming in the ocean while Patrick
Oh my
Warburton
God.
fucking negs him.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. My high is Ren's death and what it means for all the crawlers
Oh, that's fucked
moving
up.
forward. I know.
My high is that woman dying.
Yeah. Yeah, because of what it fucking meant.
I know, I'm kidding.
Okay? You're like, this person's death is my high, and then you make fun of me for being mine.
I'm giving you shit.
This motherfucker.
My low, I just feel like the Quan CH bullshittery could have hit my ear better.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Everything else is awesome.
Fair. Yeah, I don't really have a low other than I know a lot of people are gonna die.
Yeah. My high is 50,000 crawlers showing up in a garbage truck.
Hell yes.
Just being willing to put it all on the line again and go through hell again and relive their own traumas in order to save the future. I think that I don't know that we always have enough people who are willing to put it all on the line for the future. And I'm not saying that as someone who thinks that I am doing that. But I don't know, it's beautiful and inspiring. Mm-hmm. And I have hope. Not much. I think a lot of people are going to die, but I do have some hope.
Yeah.
If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is... Who are you giving it to?
Oh my God.
Ren.
Yeah.
This message is from a deceased crawler.
Yeah.
If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
So, when Carl is in her nussy... Sorry, we're in Smut Corner now. Chat. Was that, sexually pleasurable to Samantha, do you think?
She called it sex.
Yeah. They were together for a minute. She did break up with him quickly after.
Yeah.
To go back to Louis, because it's Louis.
I mean, maybe she's a size queen.
Oh, yeah. She would be a size queen.
Yeah, so maybe she liked it.
I don't know. I hope she liked it.
She was trying to get him out of there, though.
Was she trying to get him out, or was she trying to, push so that he pulled up so there was a bit of motion? Was she trying to get a little...
Like soaking?
That's not what soaking is at all.
Yeah, it's like someone
How is that like soaking?
Someone is moving the things for you. So
that's when a third person is involved. If you're using your Kegels to push the man out and he's using his muscles to push himself back in, that's normal sex.
Sure.
So
just, most of the time you're not fully enveloped. The vor porn people were eating good this book. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
They're like, yeah, get in that nussy.
That's
what I wanted.
There's a famous video on the internet of a bald man sticking his entire head in a woman's vagina. And I remember downloading it from LimeWire many times thinking that I was getting, Avatar.
Yeah, no.
And it's the same video of this guy.
The third person was the demon hitting himself.
Oh, that was the soaking.
Yeah, there you go. See? Exactly. Thank you, Jared, for saving that one.
We call that nonsense because the demon... had the temperature so high.
What the fuck?
It was a hot soak.
Yeah.
Shark knows exactly what I'm talking about. There was one video, and it would, because people would hide videos on LimeWire and call them other movies to, trick you. It's like a prank.
Yeah.
And there was one video, and it's this bald guy, and he's just putting his entire head in a woman's vagina. Mm-hmm. And you think you're sitting down to watch a 2-hour movie, and it's a 40-second video, and then a bunch of blank.
Mm-hmm.
It's just blank for an hour, so that the video file looked like it was the right size.
Yeah.
Those fucks were too clever. There was that one. It was the E.T., the woman in the very realistic E.T. head getting railed. That was just so disturbing. Two Girls One Cup was on there. The LimeWire days were wild, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that never happened to me. I downloaded
shocking.
So much stuff from LimeWire that never happened to me.
Did you have people send you links, or were you trolling through searching for stuff?
I usually looked for stuff, yeah.
Oh wow, you're very lucky. I had some weird shit. I saw so much random weird shit because of LimeWire.
Yeah, I have no memories of downloading any weird stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It doesn't really happen anymore because everything has preview images now. It's hard to hide shit.
Yeah.
I also don't really look at things illicitly and haven't in forever, right?
Yeah.
We just have all the subscriptions.
Yeah.
I don't, ride the high seas of the internet anymore.
The high seas.
I don't really have time to watch stuff that we're not reacting to anymore. I
I
haven't like
know.
sat down and watched a movie that wasn't for content. I mean, I guess Spider-Man, but even that. We never reviewed.
Oh yeah, true. We didn't do that. I actually just binged all of his Dark Materials show because I've been cosplaying and I just have something on in the background.
You should make a video. Talk about it.
No, it was fine. I don't really have much to say other than that, and to be like, I didn't like some of the voice acting.
The voice acting?
Yeah.
Oh, of the like animals?
The demons, yeah. Demons, yeah. Honestly, didn't love it. Didn't love it, and that's why I'm like, I don't.
That's fair.
It was fine. It was fine. There was some good stuff.
How's Lin-Manuel Miranda in it?
Lin-Manuel Miranda, that's.
He's doing his old Lin-Manuel.
Sure is.
I'd smut corner that, but they're children, so
yeah.
Although actually,
but that's how
I would watch James McAvoy jerk off.
Sure, that is an adult, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I read those books when I was so young that like I barely even like remembered the story, and so just having the show on it's fine.
Since we're in smut corner, I just like in my ear heard Lin-Manuel Miranda's sex noises, and now I'm.
Oh, I don't love that.
Yeah.
If you want to hear him, was House his first thing? Was that like the first thing that he did? Because I think it might have been.
No, God, no. That was after In the Heights.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was he in the Heights? I thought he just wrote it.
No. He was the lead. He.
Oh, my bad. Anyways.
No, because In the Heights would have predated it by quite a bit.
Yeah.
House season 7, right? Or 8? That was 2010. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
In the Heights would have been
not the movie.
2005.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Anyways, see you guys next time.
What a random thing to end on.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Was it Lin-Manuel Miranda in House or In the Heights first? Thanks for this, y'all. I hope you had a wonderful time at this book club and then post-book club financial economic despair. We'll be back in a month with the full book recap of the last 3 books.
Yeah.
So please leave your questions in the questions channel. And we will see you all in a few weeks. Follow us everywhere. There's going to be a lot of other content. New Students of Strixhaven coming up on Monday on Roleplay Relay.
Yeah, I got 2 Girls, 1 Goth stuff dropping weekly, so check that out.
And I'll be watching Lanterns. We have some movies coming up. I think He-Man Masters of the Universe won the poll for the month. Yeah. We're also going to watch Obsession before we leave, and that's going to drop while we're away. So.
Nope. We said we might not be able to get to that.
We might not be able to get to that, so don't worry about that.
We shall see.
We will see Obsession when we see it, and then you will see us see it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Bye.
Bye.
Do something tonight.
See you guys.
Thank you, mods.